Like, bro.
Yeah, let's get this. Let's get this rolling one time. Yeah. All right. Let's see what we got here. We got Will in the house. Got King Louis up in the house. What's going on? What's going on with you, Will? Okay, we got the volume running. Okay. Okay. Well, this edition of Michael Johnson Boxing Talk and more is how does the LDBC taste in your mouth? That's what I want to know. Because obviously it tastes so fucking good.
Hmm.
Because everywhere I go, on Twitter, on YouTube, there's more and more channels that ain't got no business up in our business. They ain't got no business talking about us, interjecting themselves into our business. Syndicate J, what's happening, baby? What's going down? And I understand it. Hey, Laws, I sent you the link. Even I sent it to your email too. And they ain't got no business. So, oh, hey, what's up? What's up, Sutton the third? What's happening?
My OG.
And so what I did was I went on. Oh, how y'all like that meme right there? It's it's of Juicy J, of course, of Juicy J, of course, you know, Mister. I can't say I ain't got no testosterone exemptions. Basically, what it says is on the other end of a testosterone exemption is a bad place to be. Starring Anthony Joshua versus Andy Ruiz, licensed to juice. Double OJ, rated sucks. June 1st at Madison Square Garden. Yeah, I had to make that, man. I make that in PowerPoint. It didn't take me that long. It didn't take me that long. Yeah, man. That's what we do. And so I was
Gotta be
uh
stupid.
I was on the internet. I was on the internet, and after a live stream, I ended up seeing this. Boxing Clown Edition LDBC by some Stu Little. And I wrote this, right? Because all he was talking about was on there was how we don't want to get into. He said something about like we don't like the zone.
Why?
Basically, that's what
Why?
he said. Hold up. That's what he said. And I wrote, first of all, I wrote people in the LDBC have the zone and laugh out loud. And why do you care if the LDBC supports the zone or not? Like, why do you mother? Hey, what's happening, L Foul player?
Yeah. What up, panel?
Not much. Yeah. So I'm like, why does these? Because that's what this whole video was about. BDA boxing was about how we don't support the zone or why we don't support the zone. But the whole thing about it is you don't watch it enough to even fucking know. Then the guy's gonna say, "Well, four of you guys got it." What you mean four? There's more than four. There's people. There's people in the There's people that sub to people that's part of the LDBC that have it. There's people in the LDBC that don't even say they have it, but they have it. One of the first persons in the LDBC to get it was Blood Blockson that I know of, and I think Stay Ready has it. I think
Marlo and
John
them have
has
it
it.
because they call them fights and shit.
No, exactly, exactly, and that's five right there. And there's more than that. What's up, Laws? And so
All right, brothers.
we was going back and forth, right? And this dude right here, this King Bucho, I think he part of BDA, right?
Yeah, he was on on the thing that day, like in the chat, and I think he was on the panel with you and Louis that time.
Yeah, and I asked him, and he didn't say nothing. Why? He said most people in the LDBC are against the zone for some reason. And then I wrote, how do you know most people in the LDBC are against the zone? Ain't you a part of BDA? Then the guy goes and say, are you saying that most of the LDBC community supports the zone? Then I said, never said that either. The zone does not have that. The zone does not have much that American boxing fans can relate to, and their fight cards aren't all that. So basically, through the course of conversation that we just had, first of all, I didn't say we support the zone, and I didn't say that we didn't support the zone. He came up with his own conclusion based off of what I said that we don't support it. And I'm like, I didn't say neither one. I said there's people in LDBC that does have it. And so your conclusion is since it's some, that means we don't like it. Then he says, I'm not sure why you disagree with my previous statement. There was nothing to disagree with your previous statement. There was nothing. Nothing to disagree with your previous statement. Nothing. You asked a question. That's what you did. And then he says, what was that? What's BTW stand for again?
By the way.
Yeah, by the way, this identifying relating excuse is laughable. Just goes to show you who's the serious boxing fans who are and those who are not. Well, there's kind of a couple things here. First, I didn't identify anybody, but I did say something about relations. And the relations aspect is that when you have somebody out there, an entity out there like Matchroom Boxing, who has a contract with DAZN, that's trying to sell American fight fans, DAZN, that's trying to gobble up all these American boxers in America, out here talking about slave contracts.
Yo, Mike.
What's up?
I think there's something wrong with your mic or something, bro.
Well, I can hear him clear.
Okay,
Maybe it's
I'm
just
getting.
if it's going
I'm
in
getting.
and out, it's your spot. Laws. It's where you at.
So
Right.
let me make sure.
No, it sounds clear. I can hear it clear as well.
So you know, back to this relating dude. Yeah.
Leave out and come back in, Laws.
Yeah.
There ain't much. Okay, y'all got Canelo, y'all got Devin Haney, but how many people know who he is? How many people know who Tevin Farmer is? The only person on DAZN right now that people know in America is Canelo. And then I would say Danny Jacobs. And then I would go in to say I don't know who.
I didn't even know Danny Jacobs was with the zone, so that's news to me today.
No, I'm just saying in general. I'm just saying in general, it's like there's nobody over there that's fighting on DAZN that we really know of. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you want to say the World Boxing Super Series, yeah, some people want to watch it, but a lot of people don't want to watch it because there's in America because they don't even know who's fighting on there. They don't know those guys. Majority of the guys fighting on the World Boxing Super Series, people in America don't even fucking know.
You talking about that 140?
A lot of their fighters on there, all of them. A lot of people don't even know who they are.
Yeah.
And then this guy. Cool. And then this guy goes on to say, I say, I didn't agree or disagree to your last statement. And then another thing is like, look at this right here. This is how he's trying to separate me from him. This is how he tried to separate us from him by calling himself a serious fight fan and calling us just fans, serious boxing fans. That's what he called himself. But he don't even know who we are. But he tried to divide us to make himself look good. That's what you do.
I think he's just going with the rhetoric.
This dude know what he's doing. Then he goes on to say, you don't agree or disagree that most people in LDBC dislike DAZN. Okay, then he says, Usyk, Triple G, Joshua, Canelo versus Jacobs, World Boxing Super Series. Nah, I don't feel like watching them because I don't relate to them. He's taking it, he's nuking it, he's taking it too serious. Relate doesn't mean relate. We don't fucking know him. We don't know him. A lot of people in America don't know him. And then so I'm supposed to fight Usyk. I'm supposed to buy DAZN just to watch Usyk fight anybody. I'm supposed to buy into the DAZN just to watch Triple G to fight anybody. I'm supposed to buy into the DAZN to watch Joshua fight anybody, to watch Canelo fight Rocky Fielding. To watch the World Boxing Super Series when I can't even name 90% of the fighters, know who 90% of the fighters are.
I promise you, I had got the free trial for DAZN. I didn't even watch the Canelo on Fielding fight because it was the whole court was boring, bro. Like I didn't give a fuck. I unsubscribed and I swear I got right that same day, bro. I unsubscribed. I was like, this shit is garbage, and I ain't trying to be no hater, bro. It just they ain't giving you nothing. What are they giving you? And then you gotta pay for the shit. Hey, you crazy shit.
And then this Johnny boy goes to say, bro.
Oh no, I know who he is.
He said, bro, you're the same guy that said Broner and Pacquiao was a close fight. Yeah, I said that. And then he goes in to say black folk can't be racist. Yes, that is correct. We can't. We incapable of being racist because no matter what we do up over here, guess what? We don't own shit. We can't control who gets hired and who's fired. and the list goes on and on. Can't even control on
But
what's
a black
deemed
man
what
can't be prejudiced though.
we can't even control what's deemed natural or organic. Fucking get the fuck out of here. Ignorance
I
at
know
its
Johnny
finest.
Boy though. Yeah,
You
that
see,
nigga
there you
came to
go
my
Yeah,
again.
me
town.
too.
There they go again. It says ignorance at its finest. Go pray to your Haman shrine. Okay, I go pray to my Haman shrine.
He
Then
got
he
a
says,
channel.
you're asking Buncha why he cares if the LDB supports the zone or not. Well, why the fuck do you care what he thinks? First of
Hey,
all, hold up.
go ahead. Go
I know
ahead.
he got a channel, and I'm not worried about his channel. Because
No, I went on that bitch nigga shit last night because I was just typing in LDBC and then he popped. I like this nigga was talking shit talking about how we coming to him. I was like, who the fuck are you? Like nigga,
anybody worried about
like,
this fool? Because I'm gonna tell you right here. This statement that this dude just said,
yeah.
I wasn't worried about what you said. I was worried about you telling other people what we think, what our ideologies are, which are false. I never cared about what your boy said. You know what I'm saying? I never said that. What I did say was, this is how it all started. When I said people in the LDBC have the zone. And why do you care if the LDBC supports the zone or not? What's your question that none of these motherfuckers can answer? Didn't even want to answer it. Because then I go on to say, all those fighters aren't fighting anyone. Canelo versus Jake is the only fight that I want to see. Dude, don't nobody cares for the zone in America. That's basically what I'm saying. Most people are already spending money on ESPN, Showtime, Netflix, and etc. Now I have to pay some more for whack ass fight.
Bullshit.
And then this guy goes in to say this. Those fighters are pound for pound or at very least elite. That doesn't fucking matter. So you want me to pay $100 a year to watch fucking Canelo fight Rocky Fielding, and then watch Canelo fight Triple G one more time, and then watch David Haney fight who knows? Keep watching. Come on, man. Come on, man. I'm already paying money. I'm already paying what, $30, $40 a month. And now you want me to pay, now you want me to pay $38, $48 a month?
No.
And then not only that is pay-per-views coming up. Come on, dude. Come on, dude. And this dude talking about for watching Usyk, Canelo, blah, 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 Anthony Joshua, etc. is not a bad deal. It is a bad deal because who's Anthony Joshua going to fight?
What do you want to say, Lawrence? Go ahead.
My bad.
Who's Anthony Joshua going to fight that I want to watch? Nobody. Unless you don't relate to those boxers, in which case you are a casual boxing fan. Who the fuck cares if I'm a casual boxing fan? Answer my fucking question. Why the fuck do you care if we fucks with the zone or not? Why do you go out there out of your fucking way to say that we don't want to buy into the zone because we're not serious boxing fans?
Hey, Mike, the general in here.
Oh, who that? 78?
The general, yeah.
Hey, what's up, 78? What's happening? Oh man, I got a PayPal, man, but I ain't. If you give me money, man, it's gonna go straight to the dope. I'm joking. Go straight to the dope, man. I'm joking with you.
Mike, come on, man. Don't say that. Salute 78.
Salute, general.
78. You know
Peace to the general, man.
You know, and I was going back and forth with the dude, but the main thing that I wanted to know was, well, why do they care? And he wouldn't answer it. Why do you guys care if we buy in the zone or not? People have the zone in the LDBC, but why do you want to force? Why do you going to say you if you don't buy the zone, you a casual boxing fan? What kind of shit is that? If you don't buy the zone, King Louis, you a casual boxing fan.
Man, I'm not buying that shit, man. I don't care what a nigga say. I know what I want. I know what I know. Like I said, I came in here fucking with Wilder, nigga, and then I learned so much other shit about boxing. So for a cat to sit there and try to categorize us, it's like, bruh, Fanon said it. It's a straw man argument. It's like first you try to say we racist for saying that because we are empowering ourselves. But then when we see a racist son of a bitch like Barry Hearn, oh, he meant something
Yeah.
else. But you can insinuate some shit, but we can't. Man, fuck out
Oh,
of here,
check this
man.
out. So the dude had the nerve to go on my channel, right? And look at my video. And he said, I looked at your video and I saw that you're race baiting. I was like in my head, I'm like, oh, you looked at the video, but you didn't watch it. Cause I took it literally. Like you looked at it, but you saw that I had like, pictures like this of Anthony Joshua or pictures like this on one of them like this, on the other one. And he's like, oh, I see that you're race baiting because I looked at one of your videos. Did you look at my video? Or did you watch it? Because in none of my videos did I ever call Barry Hearn racist. None of them. None of my videos did I call him racist. What I did was I questioned him as a man to sit up there and rob another man like he did Chris Eubank. That's what I questioned. I questioned
Great
what
point,
was the
Mike.
I questioned what is the fucking thought process of you trying to sell us the zone using that type of rhetoric when you know you had written it down, when you know you had rehearsed that shit. You didn't come up on there and just start freestyling. You set up over there and you watch the video, you would hear me talk about how Barry Hearn just sit up there and just dogged damn near every single PBC fighter, the PBC and American networks. That's what I was talking about. I never once called this dude a racist. But now we get we all.
Did.
I don't care if you did or not. That don't make you race baiter.
No, it just make me calling a duck, nigga. It's like me calling if this motherfucker's a chicken got up there cock-a-doodle-doo, nigga. And if I call him a chicken, this white motherfucker come to me, well, that's a country. Oh man, fuck all that other shit, nigga. That's a chicken. Yeah, this motherfucker, I say the shit he's saying, it has racial undertone. So I say this is the type of man that I think you is because this is the type of shit you spewing. So it comes out when you say in the days that I was doing this is something that you was referring. That ain't the correct terminology to sit there and speak. If we want to be technical, you don't sit there and that ain't how you do bit, but that's how he talk. That's how they talk to each other. But one thing about them old people, bro, like when you go to church, they never let you down, bro. They never let you down, bro. They gon' man. Once you get old enough, you don't give a fuck.
So in the third said it's perfectly fine.
Salute 7-8.
He said it's perfectly fine to bait a racist out of his golfer hole. You a fool. I do it all the time. Yeah, you got to, man. And then Main Event Mark said I used to climb 40-foot ladders that ain't shit compared to what you do. I ain't climbing up shit. I don't like it. I don't like heights. William said, Mark, I was up there by myself doing it, installing all that stuff. And he says, I have one that I do that's 100. God, now I ain't climbing no 130-foot ladder, bruh. Main Event Mark said, I hope you harnessed up. Sutton said, laughing out Fat King Louis. Williams said, oh yeah, definitely. I mean, but it just seems like these cats out here, they don't care if we're racist or not. They don't care. The only thing they care about is making themselves look good off of our coattails. Going out here calling us racist, coming out here saying people don't know boxing, coming out here saying that it's a stick up. You either buy the zone or you're a casual. Going out here doing all kind of things to get people to listen to your channel, to go on your live streams, to donate, to like, subscribe. You're doing your bread and butter is us. You like the way the phrase, the acronym LDBC rolls off your tongue. You like it. It makes your mouth watery. Every time you come on one of these live streams and you start looking at people and you start seeing how multicultural the live streams are, people are in the video are, people are in the chat are, the sexy ass super chats, the sexy ass unauthorized super chats, the ability of people to sit up here strong and good numbers, 200, 300, 400, sometimes 1.5K, sometimes 2K on an excellent day. Y'all get mad because y'all can't do it. Y'all won't. They can't do it. They won't. They don't want to be a channel like me with 161 subs, with only a couple of people watching at a time. They wouldn't do it. They'd cut their live streams short. They wouldn't even know what the fuck to say. They couldn't do it day in day out like me, like how we do, because they doing it for a reason. When they start seeing their numbers dropping and stuff like that, they start to hooting and hollering, pouting, crying like bitches, talking about
Yo, Mike 7-8's on the panel, bro.
Yeah, I saw him. I said, "What's up? You late?
All right, sorry.
You late?"
No, I thought
Sorry,
it was just
bro.
I didn't even know he was in the panel.
Yeah, I saw. Yeah, he came on some of
Look to you, General.
car.
Yeah, what's up, y'all?
Oh, what's up?
Salute, General.
I didn't know you was on. I thought you meant you was just in the chat.
Oh, he in the panel.
No, I say he's on the panel, bro.
My man,
Yeah,
late.
I'm on here, man. Came on here to talk a little shit with the homies. You understand me?
Man, for
showing
sure,
up.
bro.
Yeah, man. You know what's the topic for the day? Just LDBC hating ass niggas.
Yeah, basically, I was just talking about how how does the LDBC taste in your mouth?
Yeah, man, they be hating, bro. But I love it though. You know what I'm saying? That's why, what the part that bothered me is that it bothered the homies. Like the young homies always hitting me up, calling me, they be pissed off and shit, about these haters and stuff. Like, I got a lot of experience with haters, bro. You know what I'm saying? I understand how they work. I know why they hate and shit like that. It's a sickness, you know what I mean? And I don't get mad at it, you know what I'm saying? And I don't watch their videos because if I watch the video, it might get under my skin, and I don't want to have no flashbacks and catch no flight and have to do something to nobody, and then it's just a waste of time. Everything we built, you know what I'm saying, that I did some dumb shit, you know what I mean? So I try not to watch it because these guys don't really know who you are. They just, because I come on here and talk boxing and I laugh and crack jokes, they think it's a game. You know what I mean? They think, oh, I can talk some shit to him, woo. But if I see him, it's gonna be a different story. Because a couple niggas out here, if I see the ass, it's gonna be a different story. And I don't give a fuck what they talking about. I don't want to hear no shit about, oh, it's just YouTube, man. We're just fucking around. Hey man, it's no big deal. We brothers. Nah, you know what I'm saying? I see in the afterlife we be brothers. When I see you, nigga, I ain't got time for that. But at the end of the day, I ain't really tripping on the shit. It's just that's what they do, man. We top dogs, bro. The LDBC is the top dogs. We create the narrative. We the topic of all. Listen, it's nothing talked about in the boxing community online that we don't start. If it ain't hot to us, it ain't hot nowhere. We create the whole narrative. Like, bro, if you look around the boxing community, it's always a sneak response to us or a direct response to us. Nothing happens without our say so. So they hate that. They, you know what I'm saying? But they should love us because we feeding them. We paying their bills. You know what I'm saying? We paying these dudes bills. Some of these dudes come on here every day and make videos about the LDBC. Without us, they would have zero content, bro. Zero.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? So
yes, sir.
So we feeding all these dudes, you know what I mean? And we making a way for all of these guys to stand tall in their households and provide for their families and shit like that. Whatever they making off of YouTube, couple thousand, whatever it is, getting their channel hot or whatever. We helping them dudes do that, but they don't understand that. They jealous. Instead of joining the Supreme team and joining up with the All-Star team, they want to go off and create some old fake ass Harlem Globetrotters garbage ass shit. Everybody get smashed. Can't fuck with us, bro. Like the LGBTs comprised of all of the best boxing channels.
They sitting up over there with the first ever all transgender basketball team.
Right. They over there doing all kind of weirdo shit, man. They like this shit funny to me, bro. I try to stay in my lane. I try not to watch them, but I be finding out what they say because the brothers be telling me. They be all mad and shit. I'm like, man, I just got the phone. One of the brothers telling me, man, ooh. I'm like, man, bro, I'm not tripping, bro. I know what I'm capable of. That nigga don't know what I'm capable of. So it ain't no point in me getting mad. He don't know, he know not what he do. Ain't that what they say in the Bible? The boy know not what he do.
Yeah.
So I let it ride, bro. Like, what's the point of getting mad? You know what I'm saying? At some sucker motherfucker.
Over retarded nigga.
Right. It's just stupid. And especially if a convicted rapist. These niggas be out here convicted rapists, bro.
Yeah.
Listen, you check my record. Anybody out there that check me and look, it's gonna be the same shit I already told you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? attempted homicide, manufactured, delivered THC. That's what you're gonna find in my shit. You ain't gonna find no dope fiend shit. You ain't gonna find no pedophilia. You ain't gonna find no raping bitches shit. None of that. Okay. So
Shit,
the rest of these dudes,
Yeah.
I had looked up T Street.
Yo, 7-8.
I
That's
found
one
his
thing
ass.
they always moan about. You used to be a pimp and things like that. I've seen some people say shit like that, but
I
But
mean,
what the
they
fuck
just
they got to
what's
do
that
with
got?
well,
anything?
Exactly. That's what I'm
I'm gonna tell
saying.
you,
I'm
laws
just,
why they do it. They do
I'm
that
just
is
saying what 7-8's saying about, like, you look,
yeah. If you talking about the
do
video
you
the
know
guy made, he made a video saying that, but the reason why he did that video was to get people introduced to his line of work, which is
Yes, exactly.
riding our
That's what I'm saying,
coattails.
Mike. Yeah,
what you say? Well, I didn't hear what you said. You said God did what?
He made a whole video to my the ex pimp. Look at him and this and the third. There's the LDBC full of ex pimps, thugs, and this and the third. I'm like, the dude only making it so
Man,
he
fuck
can.
them dudes, bro. I don't care, bro.
yeah,
Everybody I know. Listen, my best friend is a married man, real estate mogul. I look up to him. He the one that got me into the real estate. Cause I was out here in these streets bullshitting. I was making a lot of money, doing a lot of dumb shit, but I wasn't investing my money properly. My best friend turned into a real estate mogul. Nigga got a mansion on the lake. On Lake Michigan, got a beautiful mansion. You know what I'm saying? $700,000 home. Okay.
wow,
And this is a man who was out here doing all kind of dumb shit like me. But at some point he stopped and realized it's a better way to do it. And I follow his lead like a real motherfucker supposed to. You know what I'm saying? Somebody doing something better than you follow their lead. You know what I'm saying? I ain't too big to follow next motherfucker lead. That's my homie. He doing something right. I said, okay, cool. You know, I rode with him. You know what I mean? And did the right shit. Like, I don't understand why dudes, everybody I fuck with, everybody in my camp, everybody I fuck with, okay? And I'm not saying this as this a good thing. I'm just telling you the reality. All my friends is ex-felons, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Right? And that's because the place we live, Wisconsin, has been rated as the worst place to live in America for black people, okay? Because you got a 50% chance in Wisconsin of being a felon if you're a black man, 50% of being in this system somehow, some way. And I'm not gonna blame the system because I came from a good family. You know what I'm saying? I made the choices I made. I like the fast life. I like this and this and that, and I did some dumb shit. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. However, all these dudes that I just mentioned have their own businesses, except for one of them. They all have their own businesses. They all doing good. They all made it and found a better way to make it in this society. So what's wrong with that? What's wrong with growth and development? You know what I'm saying? Malcolm X grew. I'm not comparing myself to Malcolm at all. I'm just saying Malcolm X grew. You know what I'm saying? He turned into a different man. A lot of other people turned into different men. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers be out here marrying these ex-hoes. Bitches used to be out here, you know what I'm saying?
Oh
Sucking the
man,
fucking everything. But now that's your baby mama. You know what I'm saying? But you talking about what I used to do. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. You got a baby by a slut.
Hey, can I ask you something, General?
Ah.
Can I
awesome,
ask you something,
7-8,
General?
awesome.
I want to ask you something. Hey, this King Louis too. You know, I had got blocked off your channel. This is my problem with some of these niggas. They be the nigga that you think this your like, bro. I hear you on folk. You be calling them out, how you talking to them. These be the same motherfuckers. Not even just that. This motherfucker in here right now was in one of these hating ass channels that's talking about 78. I feel like the only racist is 78 and Ticket, and he know who I'm talking to right now. But when we call you bitch ass niggas out in the chat, y'all try to make a smoke screen, try to make it seem like we on some bullshit. But we the niggas that's taking screenshots of you fake ass niggas. But these the same fake ass niggas, once your screen over with 78, they'll go in there and wait till the comment section come back up and start blocking niggas in the screen.
Right.
Because they don't want us to talk to you. So that's just
Yeah.
real life shit.
Man, I've been looking for you on, man, bro. You not showing up on my block list nowhere, bro.
Because I changed my name, it got all that fuck shit at the back of it. I had
Oh,
changed it to make that statement towards Eddie. Then I
okay.
tried to change it back, and it wouldn't let me change it. But I just made me another channel so I can come over there and talk to you.
Okay,
Real
that's what's
shit.
up, bro. That's what's up. Yeah, man.
Yo,
But
General. I got blocked in the past too, man. I mean, I got you on my Facebook. I reached out to you about some next shit some other time, man. But I never reached out. over no block shit because that's like too weirdo status.
Who
Nah,
is
but
L dude?
yeah, L5 player, man.
Oh, what's up, bro?
Chilling, baby. How you doing, family?
I'm good, bro. I'm good, man. I see you out there shining, dripping up, man. You trying to hide that
Ah,
gold. Trying to hide
yeah,
that gold, man.
Ain't nothing but
yeah,
no gold on the rope, man.
yeah. But what going back to what you were saying too, man. And I be telling, I think I was talking to Mike about some shit like this like 2 days ago. You know, as far it's hard to get motherfuckers that look like us together to do anything. You know what I'm saying? Like fucking even a barbecue. And we've been building at this shit for years. You know what I'm saying? Like with the LDBC and whatnot.
Right.
Fucking you know, we're the only group that I mean, like it's very hard to find groups that fucking you know, aren't breaking down or like fucking aren't beefing with each other of dudes that look like us, man. And there's some shit that you built at the end of the day too, man. You know, you're the general at the top of all this shit, man. Like, and I never got to like chop it up with you, but like while I'm here and while I got you here now, man. Salute, fucking much respect, King of the Midwest, fucking General of the LDBC, bro. I listen to this shit all the time too.
Hey, man, I appreciate you, bro, and much love to you, man. I appreciate everybody who fuck with me, bro. Like it's
You know
Yeah.
I've been on YouTube for a long time, and all I ever do is come on here and just talk from my own life experience, share stories, and real gonna always recognize real. You know what I'm saying? And people we gonna link up. If motherfucker we ain't linked up by now, then you know what I'm saying? We already know what time it is. You know?
Yeah.
Word up.
You ain't lying.
Nah, and if you ever come
Hey, I'm finna
if
send
you
this
ever
shit in
come
the
to
chat right
Brooklyn
now
too,
to
man.
you too. Watch this.
Yeah,
Man,
if you ever come to Brooklyn too, that's to any of y'all, man. You know,
Yeah,
the
for sure. I'm
dope
gonna get out there, bro. I'm gonna get out to Brooklyn. If not later on this year, early next year, I'm gonna get out there because I gotta get up with Blue, and I got my homeboy Marty McFly out there, man. I gotta get up with them and you know, take care of some business. So, if I go coming out there, I announce it and let you know and shit. You know what I mean?
definitely, bro. You got a hero's welcome out here.
Much love,
Hey, 7-8.
yo.
You ever stop by in the UK, which you probably won't. You're more than welcome here, brother.
Oh, always Lost Dawkins the pimping, Lost Dawkins. Hey, you know I'm gonna
Salute
get out
to you,
there.
bro.
I gotta get out there to the UK. You know what I'm saying? It's the U. I
Yeah,
gotta
man.
get out there to the UK, man. You know, get out there and fuck with them fish and chips and all that good shit that they got out there. And you know, hopefully Wilder beat AJ. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And then
for real.
maybe they have a rematch in the UK, and I come out there and you know and do a
Oh,
little
I'd love
stuff.
that. That'd be awesome. You're more than welcome anytime over here, bro.
Much love, family.
Thank you.
yeah.
Yo, what's up with them Brewers, man? We playing. I think we playing y'all tonight too.
Man, you know what, bro? I ain't gonna front, bro. I don't even watch baseball like that, bro. Everywhere I go, everybody like Milwaukee on fire about the Brewers, man. Everybody be talking about the Brewers. I'm so focused on the Bucks, bro. I'm so focused on the Bucks. The Bucks play tonight. I ain't even checked on the Brewers, but I heard the Brewers is balling out though.
Nah, they are, man. We playing y'all tonight.
Okay.
I think we heading
So,
out there.
Man, nobody care about no doggone basketball, man. I can't dribble. I ain't
That's
trying to
for
hear
baseball. They talking about.
that shit. I can't
Mine.
shoot, I can't dribble, man. I ain't trying to hear that, man. Shoot, that's why I play football, man. I ain't got no coordination for that up and down the court, man.
hey,
I try.
if anybody is blocked on my page, who's this the guy? William Old School. He said he blocked. I thought I just sent you in my chat, bro. If you blocked, I'm unblock you from the copy and paste your name right now.
I think he was on. I don't know. I was
Hey,
on.
7-8. Go. Hey, look at what I just sent in the little chat we in right now. When I just sit there and say about how these niggas is like that, I ain't gonna call no nigga by their name, but I see him and I saw him earlier. Motherfucker, same motherfucker that be up here like this here, go back in your screen with wrenches and shit. At one point, all these,
Yo,
I'm telling you.
yo,
I think it's
7-8.
when I
Do you
got
remember that?
blocked.
Do you remember that? Do you remember that time when? Did you ever get to the bottom of that time when somebody was blocking everyone on your channel? That
Oh
Friday night, a couple of months ago.
yeah, back when motherfuckers doing all that funny style shit. Yeah, man, I
Yeah,
figured out.
yeah,
I don't really
yeah.
want to speak on it. You know what I'm saying? I like to.
No, that's fair dues,
Yeah,
bro.
I
That's
took
fair
care of
dues,
it
bro.
behind the scenes. You know, so I felt it just you
Yeah,
know
good
what I'm saying?
man.
You'd be amazed at how you know what I'm saying. It's fucked up, bro. Motherfucker broke
It
out
is.
and told me why they did it. Told me they were just jealous. He just flat out
Yeah.
told me. He said he told he apologized. He said he just jealous. So we moved on past it. It's all love.
Yeah,
Damn,
good
that's
man.
some faggot
Yeah.
Somebody
ass. That's
smacked
some.
me though, and they smacked me
Yeah.
after I like.
Look,
I swear to God,
look,
78. I got smacked on your channel right after like it was a Saturday that a Saturday or Sunday that Best Fight the Best they went on, and one of the brothers had jumped on and I jumped on to make sure he didn't say too much. You know what I'm saying? Cause
Well,
Right.
well, Louis, that
but
that that night
after
I was
that, as
getting.
I has not been able to comment on your page ever since. Delk on the trio, I had to create another page just to talk real shit. It's
I
crazy.
had a I had a wrench on your channel 7-8, and I was getting man. I must have sent you about 3, 4 super chats that night. People kept asking me, "Lars, I'm blocked on 7-8. Can you?" And the only way I knew how to get to you was sending you a super chat. But man,
Yeah, you can always
that was
email
a
me, bro. Always
I
yeah.
email
got
me,
you, big
bro.
homie.
I
I
didn't
be
have your
talking to
email,
Hyphy. I
bro.
be talking to Hyphy, so Hyphy really be doing most of the emailing and talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hyphy just sent me
That
a list. Hyphy
Yeah.
just sent me a list of people that's blocked. I gotta go through there and unblock motherfuckers, man, and see what time it is, man. It's fucked up, but like I said, I found one cat who was doing it. If it's somebody else who's
It's
doing this right
somebody
here,
else gotta be doing it, bro. Cause it's like it
yeah,
was right after that screen, bro. And it was like it's a lot of niggas playing both sides. But
yeah,
I was like, don't say nothing, cause we still doing shit, still doing investigating on these niggas, just trying
yeah,
to
yeah,
narrow
yeah.
these niggas
I'm
down.
still peeping this shit out. I mean, Big Dose hit me up and let me know a few things, so I'm still watching, and checking shit out. You know what I mean, and seeing what's what. But you never
Yeah.
know with these cats, man. These cats is funny style, bro. Like, I don't want to dwell
it's
on it. I just
it's
see it,
Yeah, we
bro.
Yeah,
good,
at,
big
at,
homie.
pathetic,
at
That's
the
man.
end,
negative.
at,
Fuck that negativity. We gonna get past it.
at the end of the day, that's weirdo shit, man. Like that shit, that's
These the same
YouTube
type of
weirdo.
niggas that got the name in our mouths and shit. They just on a different page and shit. Some of these niggas we ain't never heard their voices and shit, never seen their faces. But these the same motherfuckers that's in these ghost accounts. These motherfuckers they really ain't got no live, nigga. Like I said some shit the other day. I said the way I be typing, nigga, I'm gonna lose my job if my supervisor comes on me, bro. Like real life shit, cause I be on my phone a lot. But I work in a job where like based I'm in my car, nigga, I do traffic control. I'm TSA, so like I'm my own boss, but if a motherfucker just get on some bullshit and I'm like, they can really rap me, but like nigga, these motherfuckers can't have no job at all, cause they like I see these son bitches everywhere, bro.
Yeah, some of these cats be on this YouTube all day, every day. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm talking about like 10 hours a day, like a motherfucking overtime gig. You know what I'm saying? They be on this motherfucker. So I don't know, man. Shit ain't good for everybody. But hey, I appreciate chopping up with you brothers. Man, I'm finna go greet the family. They just came in, so I'm gonna greet the family real quick.
Yeah,
Salute the
make
Not
sure
gentleman.
make
Yeah.
sure you eat make sure you eat a nice cool sandwich for me, man.
Oh yeah, tonight I'm gonna do my show tonight. Make sure y'all tune into the show tonight, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Oh
be
yeah.
there.
Definitely,
Yeah, for
man.
Yeah, I'm gonna
real.
get busy,
Stay up,
man.
stay
Yeah,
up
much
too,
love.
man.
Yeah.
Thanks
Much
for
love.
Hey,
coming through.
yeah, that should be around 9 o'clock. 78. Come on, 8, 9 o'clock.
Y'all come on at
78.
7 o'clock Central Time, 8 o'clock Eastern
Yeah.
Standard. You know what I'm saying?
It's about
Keep
1 o'clock in the morning over here, 7-8. So I'll stay up for that, bro.
Yeah,
Hey,
we know you
much
is. You
love.
better.
I'm saying I'm gonna have a nice little surprise. Well, I ain't gotta tell y'all. I mean, I'm gonna have Wilder on the show tonight.
You gonna have a big booty midget?
Oh
Ah,
yes,
You gonna
yes.
have?
let's
Oh,
go. Let's
Yeah.
go.
I thought you
Yeah,
better
Let's
say
go.
big booty midget. I better say, my God, that's what I'm talking
Let's
about.
get
I'm
it.
gonna, I'm,
Let's
I'm
get
gonna
it.
give
Midget.
y'all
Yeah,
the
man.
exclusive heat. I'm gonna have Wilder on the show
Yes.
tonight, and we're gonna, you know what I'm saying, sit back, drink some 1738, tap that good shit up.
I'm finna give me some Douce.
I'm
That's what I'm
watching
talking
that.
about.
I'm staying
Oh,
up
we
for
gonna
that,
be
bro.
there. Oh, we gonna be there.
Oh God, I am.
Yeah, for
All right,
real.
brother. I'll holler at y'all in a minute.
Salute to you,
Peace,
Hey,
General.
thanks for
7-8.
coming by. 78.
All right,
Stay up,
Peace,
bro.
bro. Peace.
Oh man, look who came through, man.
Hey,
That's what
you
I'm
That's good
got
talking about.
shit,
hey,
man.
you get
He
blessed
didn't
with
have to come.
78, and then I got blessed for blood the other night. Blood just jumped in my shit. Boy, that shit was love, bro.
Yeah,
So man,
I'm
that
just
Thank
talking
you.
shit to blood. I don't want him on my shit.
the air
I'm
real.
talking
I
shit to
want,
him.
man,
Oh,
shit.
nah, I'm
I
good.
heard you. I heard you. I seen y'all in
I
that
see
shit. He
blood
like
come
that.
on, man.
I'm gonna
I'm
beat
logging
your
off.
ass, chump. I'm gonna beat your ass, chump.
I'm logging off. Shit. Y'all check
Hey,
this out though, man. So we got Canelo and Jacobs coming up on the zone, and then a little bit after that, we're gonna have Wilder. Then after that, we're gonna have this is what I really want to ask you guys. After the you know, God willing, if Andy Ruiz wins, God willing. Uh, but what do you think? Who do y'all think Anthony Joshua's going to fight after Andy Ruiz?
Ooh, he might fight Klitschko. He
Usyk.
might fight Dylan
Usyk.
White. Usyk.
Usyk.
That nigga gonna fight somebody in the UK.
Usyk. Definitely. Usyk.
Why you
Hey,
say definitely?
hey, Laws. What did I tell you
Yeah,
about?
go on, bro.
What did I tell you?
Go on, bro. Say
What
that
did I
again.
tell y'all? What did I tell y'all about Usyk? What did I tell y'all beginning of the year about Usyk?
Yeah, you did, and I've said it
Yeah, I
myself.
heard it, but I
Yeah,
don't think
yeah, you
right
did.
now he can get away with
You
that,
will.
bro. Cause like he like a fight
No,
away
let me
from
tell you
just finna
why.
fight Michael Hunter.
will.
That was a
Let me tell you why.
cruiserweight.
No. He'll
Let me tell you
have
why
that.
I asked you
He'll
guys
have
this
that.
question. Let me
Go
tell you
on,
why
then.
I ask you guys this question.
Okay.
Because Edward Hearn said in December that is
Yeah.
their turn to do their
True,
job
yeah.
with Anthony Joshua in America. So why would Anthony Joshua fight Wilder after December? When it's their job to do their job that Deontay Wilder's been doing in America. That's what he said.
I
And
know
he
that.
also said now, in December, he said now the Wilder versus Anthony Joshua fight does 1 million pay-per-view buys. The Zone don't do pay-per-view buys.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? And so
I've been saying that shit a long time ago. They robbing them and they gonna leave.
no, he ain't. They ain't robbing him. He getting his money.
Shit.
But he ain't getting as much money as he can get if he was.
Blue reported that the money he getting right now is confirmed. He getting 20
It ain't,
plus right now,
it ain't,
confirmed, and
it
it's
ain't.
confirmed from multiple outlets. That
I don't
Anthony,
care. I don't care where.
hey,
I don't care
they
where.
robbing them.
I don't.
20 million to fight this bomb.
I don't care what anybody says he's getting, because
Yeah, I'm telling you.
the problem is that we can't always sit up over here and just keep trusting people and then find out that the motherfuckers is wrong. No offense, but what I'm saying is all that is just speculation. Now if Anthony Joshua getting $20 million to fight Andy Ruiz, how is that bad? How is that bad?
That's good.
Because the money,
That's
the money
good.
ain't coming from the views. The money ain't coming from the DAZN shit up over here. And if a show ain't coming from,
he getting a free check to fight Andy Louise, whatever his fucking name is.
exactly, all that money is already given up front.
So what I'm saying is he's robbing them.
Off of the contract that Matchroom Boxing has given to Anthony Joshua on the extension. So he doesn't get that money up front for on the extension.
I know what you're saying.
As he performs.
So you think they can't undercut him after the next fight? Not that much.
No way.
So what I'm trying to sit here and say is this nigga robbing him. He ain't finna fight Wilder no time soon. So he's finna fight them.
How is he robbing him when
because they paying him 20 plus million to fight Andy Ruiz?
Listen to what I'm saying.
And then you saying they planning to fight on pay-per-view, so they gonna leave him.
Listen to what I'm saying. He's not robbing them.
Oh God, don't you two start arguing again.
He's not robbing them. Just listen. It's the contract. The contract. So the contract is broken up. They don't know who they're gonna fight before while they sign the contract. They know some of the fights they're gonna be able to make. They know just because they pick a fighter to fight on this date in the future that it might not happen. It's a contract. So the contract is divided up into X amount of fights. This is what you're going to get paid, no matter what. He's not robbing them. How you robbing somebody when they choose to pay you? When they calculated everything, Matchroom Boxing is making their money. You don't do a contract with somebody when not already having set in stone money that you know you're going to make. That's ridiculous. Not on this magnitude. It ain't. This not on no. Oh yeah, because of on the projected numbers that we do this, that, and the third. Their money they already calculate. The money that they're going to get is already guaranteed because they treat their subscribers and up over there in the UK as assets. As assets, they don't treat them as fans. They treat them as assets because they can say, they could do, they could fight whoever they want to, and that money's still gonna come in. They know it.
Of course.
They ain't robbing nobody.
Of course. Great point, that Mike.
20 million to fight Andy Ruiz. That 20 million is already shown. Now
I get so this is what I'm trying to sit there and say. So what's the next fight gonna be? And who is gonna be worth to be making that much money?
Usyk.
And
No,
if
it
Usyk.
they
don't
planning
matter.
to go fight Deontay Wilder on pay per view, that means the zone ain't in the play, right?
It don't matter.
He'll fight Wilder next year. He won't
Well, I'm
fight
just
him
saying.
this
It
year.
But
don't
my point is this: this is how I'm saying he's robbing the zone right now because the zone is trying to get the Wilder fight. The zone ain't going like they saying they planning to do the shit on pay per view, folks. How the fuck they gonna do the shit on pay per view
Louis,
if they own
Louis,
the zone?
let me tell you a thing, right?
So
Let me tell
why is
you.
he
So
getting paid all
let
this
me just
money
tell you
right
something
now?
quick, right?
Period.
The zone is a flop in America. Yeah, do we agree?
Facts.
Right. It don't matter to Joshua what he does numbers in America because the numbers in the UK will always be better for Joshua than what they will be in America.
Yeah, but
So
listen, so he can go back, but what I'm trying to say is him trying to break in America
yeah,
on
yeah,
an app that no
I
one knows
understand that.
about, and the only way you're gonna
But
get clout is if you fight the only person that got a little clout in America. They try to make it seem like nobody know Deontay Wilder. That means absolutely nobody knows AJ. But it's more people in America that know fucking Deontay Wilder because we know like they gonna artificially inflate they shit. You know what I'm saying? But in the end of the day, they finna do Bud Crawford numbers. Real shit.
no,
And
they ain't
probably
even
not
gonna do
even
that.
that. If
But the thing about
that
it is they're not robbing the zone, and the reason why I'm gonna say it again because I heard what you said is because the deal is with Matchroom for AJ. Now,
for real,
now Edward Hearn by way of Matchroom because Matchroom has the deal with the zone. Now, Matchroom Boxing could be robbing the zone, but they're not because without Matchroom Boxing, the zone won't have no fighters. You see what I'm saying? So the zone has to give Matchroom something to bring the fighters up over here, so Matchroom Boxing can pay the fighters.
it's just like with Canelo and AJ. When they
No,
leave,
well,
you think they fans ain't gonna leave with them? So all the shit you gave them for, what
it
did you get?
depends.
What did you?
It all depends. But the thing about it is that it's already not going to work. Now, when you said the fight that's coming up after the fight, I mean, God willing, whoever wins, but um, the fight after Andy Ruiz, if he fights Usyk, it still won't be a robbery because it's in Anthony Joshua's contract to get X.
Facts.
So it wouldn't matter.
Facts.
My whole thing is that Anthony Joshua can't afford to go back to the UK and fight at Tom Swords. He can't
But he can
because
fight Usyk in the UK.
Yep. Usyk would already have his fight, and if he looks good in it, and if he acts like he's oh yeah, blah blah whoop, yeah, come on, Anthony, yeah, it's gonna happen. They ain't got no
Mm-hmm.
choice because if they don't fight him now, they might lose out. They might lose out and get their ass whooped in the future because who's gonna fight Usyk? Who's gonna step up and fight him? That's worth the damn. And so now each match that he has at heavyweight is another match that he keeps getting acclimated. Is another match that he keeps learning his flaws. And then Deontay Wilder, we looking at 2020, but I think Deontay Wilder is going to end up fucking probably fighting. There's probably a way. We don't know. Tyson Fury. You know what I'm saying? Anthony Joshua, we already been saying this. Between Dillian White and Anthony Joshua, them is the two cats that don't need promoters. In the UK, they don't. They choose to go over, one of them choose to do a fight-by-fight deal every single time, and the other one just chooses to keep on extending for some reason. But they don't even need it. Listen to what Barry Hearn was saying in the interview. Okay, if that's the case, if Anthony Joshua signed a Matchroom, are you calling him Mr. Joshua? Like, what kind of contract does he got? Because we really don't know. But at the end of the day, it's going to be Dillian White after Andy Ruiz, Dillian White, Usyk, or maybe even Ortiz, if they can get that. It ain't nobody else out there. It ain't gonna be Vlad. It ain't gonna be no Klitschko. He ain't coming back.
Shit, I think he coming back.
He already said he not.
When you say that?
He said that in the interview. He's like, I'm not coming back. He said in the interview.
Okay.
And even if he does come back, why the fuck really you want to watch it?
I'm not. They
Motherfuckers,
will.
the motherfuckers, they sit up over here. Yeah, I see why some people in the LDBC mad at Mayweather because of the type of fights that he has. But on the other spectrum, people hate Mayweather the same way. I'm saying he should just go away. He should just go away. You ain't saying nothing about him fighting no. You ain't saying nothing about him fighting no Anthony, no Klitschko. How would he be? How long would a year off be? His layoff be?
Bigger than the one before.
You see what I'm saying? So, like, it ain't looking good.
When
no
did
matter
AJ
what.
fight Klitschko on Laws? Was it early or was it in November?
It don't matter.
It would because it's not even 18 months yet.
It don't. It's still a layoff.
Shit,
it's
he
still
had a layoff before that. That was like 23.
It's still at least be a year.
Yeah,
it's still a
over
layoff
a year.
of doing nothing but working out every now and again. Ain't really fighting. Ain't in
Shannon
that
Briggs just
competitive
came
spirit.
back, man.
Nah, he ain't coming
There's
back.
money to be made. Shannon Briggs ain't coming back. That nigga fighting right now.
Shannon Briggs ain't got no fucking choice.
Hey, shit.
He the motherfucker who decided to blow all his money. He ain't got no choice but to come back and get a fight. He ain't got no choice.
You can have money, but niggas ain't turning down 15 million.
I
20
mean,
million. Like you can have more money.
It depends. It depends. It depends on how much Klitschko got. It depends on how much he got. It depends on how much you got. Because at the end of the day, all these boxers, they know when they getting old, they don't want to get up in there and look stupid, get knocked out, get maimed, got to live with an ailment for the rest of their life. Because they knew they knew now well. What's up, KT? They knew now well they was too old to be hopping their asses in that ring at that age. Look at B-Hop. He pushed me. Nigga didn't push you. Nigga socked the fuck out of you. He was done. Yeah, some of the fighters he outdo, but not none of the elite guys at that age. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, Anthony Joshua, the reason why I brought this all up is because Anthony Joshua fighting Dillian White ain't gonna do nothing in the U.S. Anthony Joshua fighting Usyk ain't gonna do nothing either because don't nobody know who Usyk and Anthony Joshua is. They could try.
So motherfuckers might know who Usyk is before they know who Anthony Joshua is.
Nope.
Hey, I'm just being honest.
Nope. Undisputed or not, they don't know who he is. Nobody know who he is.
Maybe more know who he is than AJ. I'm not saying it's a high number. I'm just saying the number is probably Usyk got more draw than motherfucker AJ at this point.
Nah.
Because you talking about what he's supposed to have, but you who the fuck know AJ? Nah. You talking about this shit, but I know them white motherfuckers gonna. As soon as they jump, they gonna jump on the white boy. What are you talking about?
Nah.
I don't think they know him. I don't think they know him as much as AJ though. But I think like an AJ Usyk matchup.
They're gonna give him a bullshit ass name after this shit because he's gonna be the big black nigga against the Lil Rocky. They're gonna call him Lil Rocky. Watch.
Yeah, because I mean, you have people I know people that don't know boxing that much. Like at my job, who they be like, oh yeah, that white guy.
Hey, hold up. Who's this Kelly?
Facts, Law. On facts. Not Laws.
Who know who Lomachenko is, and Lomachenko hasn't had that many fights. And they be like, oh yeah, that dude is real nasty, and it's because he's a white guy. He's a white dude. Fucking So I think they'll try to drum up some bullshit marketing for fucking Usyk.
I'm trying to figure out who the hell was that Kelly Belly.
Who?
Anyways, like I said, man, I don't think it's gonna be good for the zone, man. Because I know people over here, they saying we hating on the zone. There's no fights out there on a consistent basis that we want to sit up here and watch. The fight cards on a consistent basis ain't up to par to where we want to watch it. That's what the problem is. Consistency. They don't have that. And then you want to say World Boxing Super Series. Yeah, I want to watch it, but I don't want to have to pay $8 a month on top of what I already have to pay to watch a bunch of fights. When I'm not, it doesn't really excite me like that.
Hey.
It don't. The fight cards don't either. They ain't all that. So I'm sorry. I rather watch Daniel DeBois versus the African dude again. At least they was scrapping at heavyweight. At least it looked like that at any given moment that somebody could have been laid out on their ass. Hey, what's up, Kingsy?
Yeah, what's happening, guys? You all good?
Yeah, we cool.
Good, man, good. I've got about.
You got to put it on mute, Kinsey.
Let me just hold on. Let me sort this out.
That's L.
Oh,
can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. What's going on, man? I've got a bit of time before my boy gets to my house, so I thought I'd just come in, show some love, and see what you guys are chopping it up with. Sweet. What's the topic today?
Oh, not much, man. The topic was just how does the LDBC taste in your mouth?
Well, it ain't in my mouth. Who's sucking on it?
Hey, a whole bunch of people out there that they making money. They making AdSense. They they getting new subscribers. They getting people to like it. They're getting a euphorium off of somebody else being entertained off of our coattails. That's what they're doing.
Well, and you know what it is.
Oh yeah, I know what it is, but I just find it intriguing that they don't like the LDBC so much, but they continuously talk about the LDBC on a daily basis, trying to get people to hate us.
Well, look, you know what it is, man. First of all, you know what time it is. Big up to Michael Johnson. I ain't been on a live stream with you for a while. And Loz Dawkins, the pimpin'. Big up to both of you, man. And the other two in the panel. I don't know who you guys are, but I'm sure you guys have some real shit when it comes to boxing.
My name is KT.
Yeah, man. Also, I just want to give you guys an interesting point of reference because obviously I box at amateur level. In the gyms, they're all talking about how Anthony Joshua is starting to lose fans for fighting soft competition. That's the talk of the gyms right now, that he's obviously avoided Wilder. He doesn't want to fight Fury. And now it's got to the point where he's kind of pushed those fights to one side. And now it's like he's kind of having to fight these lower level opposition. By the way, Kubrat Pulev is going to be Joshua's next opponent.
That could be possible too.
Yeah, that's actually pretty much confirmed. Someone from Pulev's team told me that Pulev is going to be the next opponent. So there'll be all this.
Don't go saying that shit. Then don't say it like that. Just say it is going to be it. Don't say where it came from.
If he heard it and can say it like that, pretty sure it's a lot more motherfuckers that can take it.
Nah, he ain't supposed to. Though.
They can need it.
You should always keep your sources confidential.
Yeah, I won't say exactly who it was.
Yeah,
that's true. I won't say exactly who it was, but I heard pretty much that Pulev's going to be next. I mean, he's in America now. He's the mandatory for the IBF. And basically what's going to happen is Pulev is going to fight Joshua next after Joshua, providing Joshua gets through his next opponent. So that's pretty much what's going to happen. And there's going to be that whole, how they always do in between Joshua's fights. We try to send Wilder an offer, or we try to make the fight with Wilder, or we send him an offer, he's not replying, or we've given him the most he's ever got paid, even if it's a complete rip-off. They're going to go through all that again, and then they're going to end up fighting Pulev like they did with Povetkin. So that's pretty much what's going to happen with that.
Do you know what, George?
What's up?
I've always said that to you, haven't I? I said Povetkin or Usyk, but not Povetkin. Fucking Pulev.
I ain't think Pulev because of his charges and shit. Hey, what are you gonna fight over there?
Man,
it's one of them two. It's one of them two.
That shit dead.
them charges is not going to. Yeah, there's some ethics involved and stuff like that, but that's not going to stop the fucking fight. And then not only that is that, you know, you can't go around here saying all this other stuff. You don't hear nothing about it no more. Put it like that.
Let me ask you a question.
And she was Toria already. They'd be talking this whole way. They ain't talking about it no more. That should tell you right there.
Let me ask you a question. Just say we don't know who he's. Do you think that he will fight in the US straight after, or do you think, or do you think he'll go back to the UK?
Well, Pulev, he'll go back to the UK.
I think he'll fight in the US.
I don't think.
What if it's Susek then?
I don't think any of his next fights is gonna be up over here.
I don't, Mike. I agree with you. I think his next fight will be next fight will be in Wembley.
When they see these numbers, and they gonna know. And Anthony Joshua knows that if he wants to beat his first $1 billion boxer or whatever he wants to call himself, is that he's gonna have to do something extra to get people on board to buy DAZN. And Edward Hearn has already figured it out that the American market just ain't ready for it yet. He already knows. He ain't gonna say it, but he knows. He knows it's difficult out here in these streets. You see, you got great, excellent boxers out here that can't even sell out an arena. Can't even do 600,000 pay-per-views. So the thing about it is that, you know, what I think is going to happen is, I think that coming up next year, if they don't start getting it right and they don't start turning their profit around or breaking even, as the quarters go by, because I don't know if they go by annual or fiscal.
Nigga license been suspended.
Whatever. It doesn't matter if his license is suspended or not. This shit's gonna be overturned.
He gonna fight over there. He gonna fight over there.
Oh, that's in California, dude. He could fight in any other state.
I just had an interesting thought, guys. I just thought that it's really interesting. Do you remember when Josh, the whole 50 million thing came up, and Joshua, everyone was saying, oh, the 50 million was basically Joshua had to fight on BT Sport, and that's why he couldn't accept it because he's got a contract with Sky. I've just realized that. So how come the people are criticizing Deontay Wilder when he's with PBC, right? Is he with PBC? Yeah. So people were criticizing Wilder for not going to DAZN when he's got a contract at the PBC, and they're saying that's proof he's ducking Joshua. So I don't understand. That's a bit of a double standard, no?
It's a bit of a double standard because Wilder doesn't have a commitment with the network, but he has a commitment with a management company. You know what I'm saying? Advisory company.
Exactly.
You know, and the advisory company has commitments with broadcasters.
Exactly.
And Anthony Joshua's team, they already know what Deontay Wilder wants. They already knew that going into the meeting, and they didn't even meet it halfway. What they tried to do is try to lock Deontay Wilder into 3 fights to help build not only just the DAZN brand, but the Matchroom Boxing USA brand. Because those 3 fights would have been basically as if Wilder was fighting for DAZN and Matchroom, because they wasn't going to get no extra money in the rematch if Wilder was to win. He wasn't going to get no extra money. He's going to get that same flat rate fee that he got in the first fight to fight Anthony Joshua.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what people got to understand, is that DAZN and Matchroom Boxing need Deontay Wilder more than Deontay Wilder need them. DAZN and Matchroom Boxing is feeling the pain, and the pain is only going to get worse, and the painkillers are not going to be working as good as they first time you use them, because now niggas going to start building a tolerance. So the pain is going to start getting worse. So there's going to be harder things for them to do. So now they can adjust with the fight. They could be like, okay, we couldn't get Ortiz. Let's get Andy Ruiz. It wasn't like they couldn't get Ortiz. At one point, they just said, fuck it. Let's just get Andy Ruiz for less money. So I'm pretty sure Andy Ruiz didn't get the 7 or the 5 or the 4. I'm pretty sure he didn't. And after Ortiz's team came out and made that video, Edward Hearn knew exactly where Ortiz's team stood. At
Look.
that point, Edwin Hearn can be like, okay, now that everything is in the clear, I can send Ortiz's team a contract right now for $5 million and send Andy Ruiz one for $1 million and see who bite.
At the end of the day,
yeah, what's your opinion on that, Holmes?
At the end of the, go on, you go first, man.
I want to know what's your opinion on that whole situation about that money.
About
Ortiz.
Well, Ortiz, my I was actually about to address that. So my opinion on it is that they're being very clever. They're being very clever the way that they've created the narrative in the media. Eddie Hearn, and that's the one thing Eddie Hearn's good at. He's good at creating narratives in the media and getting the public opinion swayed into a certain direction. But in reality, they didn't offer Luis Ortiz more than they offered Jarrell Miller. And actually, it's common practice that if someone's coming in to save the show, that they get compensated and paid more than the original opponent, because one, he's coming in at short notice to save the show, and two, he's having less of a training camp, so he needs to be compensated for those risks. So I think that it was a lowball offer. I think that Luis Ortiz wasn't, if he was asking for 9 or 10 million, maybe that was a negotiation tactic. Maybe 8 million would have been more realistic. But at the same time, there's no way that Luis Ortiz should be getting the same or less than Jarrell Miller when he's coming in at short notice to save the show, which otherwise would have generated a negative balance, because the show basically wouldn't have been able to function without a dance partner for Anthony Joshua. That's my opinion. I don't know what you guys think.
I mean, that's basically what I was kind of pointing out in the earlier video, that is just not cut and dry. But, you know, at the end of the day, is that I told people back in previous videos that in the comment sections, when defending, you know, Deontay Wilder and stuff like that, that they have to use that same energy that they're using, the same standards that you put Anthony Joshua and Dillian White and everybody else. I mean, the same standards that they put Deontay Wilder in is the same standards they should put Anthony Joshua and Dillian White in.
Exactly.
So since I did that, since I said, you know, Anthony Joshua and Dillian White need to take their careers in their own hands, and they don't need Edward Hearn like they need him right now. They don't. You know, Anthony Joshua is his own name. Dillian White is damn near his own name. Mike Hennigan, what's happening? TJ Wilkins, what's happening? Brown on Brown Boxing, what's going down? Nitty G, what's up? Reef the Watcher, what's happening? Yeah, so they could do it all on their own. But the thing about it is that, you know, trust is the motherfucker.
Yeah, never trust no one, man.
And that's where Ortiz fucked up. He took their word for it and stuff like that, and it was a lot of money. He probably figured that since we all getting paid, ain't nobody got no reason to lie, to kick it, and this, that, and the third. And he gambled their trust. But at the end of the day, it's his responsibility as a fighter to make sure that everything is the way it's supposed to be. I mean, that's the only thing I can say about that. But it's just unfortunate. But like I said in the previous, like I keep saying to people, is like it don't matter how you put it. It don't matter how you slice it up. Matchroom Boxing, Edward Hearn and them, they still had time, opportunity, space, and all that stuff to make the Ortiz fight.
Correct.
They just told not to.
They didn't want it. Darkroom didn't want it. At the end of the day, I remember when Dillian White. Do you guys remember when Dillian White called out Luis Ortiz because he didn't think Luis Ortiz would come off the Wilder undercard? And then when Ortiz agreed to fight White in the UK, White went radio silent. Do you guys remember that?
Oh, we remember it.
Yeah, and then he came out and fought Chisora, and then Eddie Hearn came out with his other statement that Chisora is what the fans want. But you know, with that being said, I remember these certain YouTube channels, I'm not going to name them, they were coming out and making excuses for Dillian White, saying, "Oh, Dillian White is in a precious position right now, and he's weighing up the risk and reward and all this stuff." And there was no Dillian White. There was no videos going Dillian White ducks Luis Ortiz from these channels. Now, when Deontay Wilder, and these guys have no idea what sort of financial offers are on the table for Wilder with regards to the decision he made. They have no information on it whatsoever. All they know is Wilder didn't go with the zone, and they go, "Oh, Deontay Wilder ducks Anthony Joshua. This is proof." Or Luis Ortiz ducks Anthony Joshua. Like, it's ridiculous. Unless you have the facts and the figures and you know what you're talking about, you can't be going on saying that. And if you are going to say that, that's fine. But then when Dillian White goes and ducks Luis Ortiz twice and Dominic Brazil for some unknown reason, then you've got to keep the same energy, innit?
Facts.
Yeah, that's
facts.
And that's exactly how it should be. But it's just that they don't want to do it, because then you have to admit, like, when you have to keep the same energy, you have to admit when you're wrong. Exactly. And there's nothing wrong with being wrong, but it's more to it than just admitting that they're wrong, because as soon as they admit that they're wrong, that's when you start giving up ground.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's when you start giving up ground and stuff like that. And that's when you start, and that's when they feel like their credibility in the future will be diminished.
And I think certain channels are afraid of losing a subscriber base as well, because if you gain a certain type of subscriber, people are herd-minded. They all hear, like, those channels, we don't need to name them, like the Anthony Joshua nut hugging channels.
Oh,
yeah,
I don't care. I'll name them. One of them is T Street. Yeah, he was bitching. He was bitching about his subscribers. He was bitching about not getting the press pass at one of them fights and stuff like that. And the main reason why he was bitching about his numbers and views and stuff like that is because he needs that to feel. He needs that because that validates him. Hold up. That validates him as a man. It validates. It makes him feel. You validating that motherfucker's existence. Greg by McGregor, same dude, crying, bawling his eyes out in tears when he went and gets the grain and says something about Anthony Joshua. When his subscriber count, have a good day, have a good weekend. When his subscribers and his likes went down, he was about to get off YouTube. The same thing with Sport T Street, about to get off YouTube because they
go to jail.
Who?
T Skeet.
He ain't about to go to jail.
Shit, niggas said I've been going to court every month. I'm finna get off for a minute. And
that dude ain't going to jail for traffic tickets.
Nigga beating his bitch.
Let me tell you something. He ain't going to jail. All right, look the nigga up.
That's traffic tickets.
All right,
yo, Mike.
Let me tell you something. He is going to have to get a job. He can't stay at home all day.
Yo, guys, sorry to disturb you, but my boys just come here, so I'm gonna just duck out quick. It's been great to be on the live stream back with you guys. Big up to everyone in the panel. Big up to the was that King Louis? I can't see the other guy's name, so shout out to you, man. Are you guys from the US? I take it, yeah. Yeah, man. And big up to Loz Dawkins, as always. Big up to Michael Johnson. And next time I do a live stream, you man should be on it. I'm going to be back on YouTube doing more videos. As I said,
where you at? I'm going to sub to you.
Break. So, yeah, man, it's been good to be back on with you guys. And I'll be listening to the rest of it on regular YouTube. So shout out to you guys, and I'll catch you guys in a bit.
Sweet. Hey,
put your link back in the put your link back in the description, folks.
I already did it.
All right.
Cool, man. Peace.
Yeah.
Wait, it's George.
Yeah, man.
Yo, Mike.
Yo.
Didn't fucking Sesame Street try to start a war with fucking World Breaker?
Say it again.
You said Sesame Street.
Didn't Sesame Street try to start some shit with World Breaker?
Yeah, he tried a few times, and the last time World Breaker didn't even want to hear. He just said, "Get the fuck out of here," and just blocked his ass immediately because All right, KT, peace, man. And the reason why is because he don't want to have a fucking proper discussion. He don't.
That's right.
He can't. He don't want to. He want to get up. He had come up in the brown on brown box and said AJ is one fight from undisputed, but his handlers treat him like he's a prospect. That the figure that, yeah. I mean,
that's a great comment.
I mean, look who he's fighting right now.
Yeah, you can't. Fair do so, Mike. You can't blame AJ for that. That's not his fault.
Well, it still is
fucking
because at
it's not though because Dusty juiced up, didn't he?
At the end of the day, he was still going to fight Big Baby Miller.
Yeah, I understand that, but me personally, I think Miller's a better fighter than Ruiz. I
mean, maybe not. Maybe not.
I think Ruiz is better, bro.
I mean, we don't know because neither one of them dudes ain't.
You could be right, I'll foul play.
Neither one of those dudes really anybody.
Right now, Ruiz and
the thing is as well, if you how many fights did Dusty juice up? We don't know that, do we?
No, it's not even a fact. It's not even a fact.
No, but what I'm saying is, look at all Dusty's fights. Yeah, I know. But what I'm saying is, I've said many times on videos, because I hate Dusty. I fucking can't stand him. and I rip him all the time, the fat fucking hot dog neck motherfucker. No, but I've always said Dusty's shit, but he's got great energy. So
man, I heard you was drinking proper 12.
Mike, listen. How many fights has Dusty been juicing when he's had energy?
Word on the streets, you and Dusty Miller was drinking proper 12 together at the bar.
Yeah. But I heard that you were fucking buck dancing and taking that extra butter biscuit.
Fuck you.
You were shoe shining with fucking Dusty on Broadway in Brooklyn.
Fucking motherfucker.
For that like Santi says, that extra butter biscuit.
Yeah.
I'm only joking, Mike. No, but what I'm trying to say, G, is I've seen him in some fights like against Gerald Washington and Duapis. He had good energy in them fights. He must have been juicing in them fights.
I mean,
definitely.
He had good energy.
Yeah.
He was throwing, like I said, he was throwing a ton of pity pats.
Yeah, Mike, but that's what I'm saying for a 300-pound guy to still throw pity pats.
You could throw pity pats all day. You could throw.
No, man. One of the drugs he got caught for was for endurance.
Look, you could throw pity pats all day. The fight that he had before this fight, when he knocked old boy out, look how tired he was. Because
which one?
Trying to knock him out. Because he was trying to get him up out of there. All them other fights, he wasn't trying to get none of them dudes out of there. He was trying to look good. That's why he was throwing all them pity pats. All them punches that did not fucking hurt. He wasn't knocking nobody out like that. He wasn't stopping nobody like that.
Yeah.
There was a fight that I saw of his
Brown in Boxing's put a great comment in the chat.
What did he say?
Well, Brown on Brown Boxing, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna read your comment and I'm gonna tell you this on the first sentence you wrote. I'm gonna tell you this. Is Edward Hearn's fault that AJ hasn't fought anyone real. Reeves will fight AJ harder in this fight than he did against Joe Parker. I give Reeves a chance for this upset. And you're damn right. And the thing that got me the most was this thing. The thing that got me the most with this thing is that they knew first of all, I think they knew who Big Baby Miller was hanging around with in the gym. And another thing is, as the fight reporter, when you having fights on this magnitude overseas, right? Blasey blah woo doo woo. Where's your fucking replacement? Just in case shit goes wrong. Where's your replacement? You had Carlos Takam sitting on the back burner as a replacement the whole time. Months before the fight. You see what I'm saying? So I think they knew. I think they knew about him.
I don't think he knew, but honestly,
Big Baby Pissing Hot was probably the biggest fucking promotional event for Anthony Joshua in this country since he beat fucking Klitschko.
Yeah, because of the byproduct of it.
Yeah, no. Other than that, he's had not one single event, especially with the fights, where it resonated with the American public.
Well, it's because of the byproduct, right? So the byproduct is that now they're saying that nobody wants to fight Anthony Joshua. Everybody's scared, but they don't understand that it is on the last minute notice. And Anthony Joshua could say he can want to fight whoever he wants to fight, but they're the ones who picking. So you can say yeah, I want to fight this guy. Yeah, I want to fight this guy. Yeah, I want to fight this guy. Yeah, I'm going to fight this guy. You can't fight them all on the same night. You got to pick somebody. You damn for sure ain't gonna pick no Deontay Wilder on no fucking 4 or 5 week notice. Come on. And then when you start thinking about it, like I said, these motherfuckers, they still had time to pick Ortiz. But then the byproduct of all this thing is that nobody wants to fight him. Everybody's ducked Anthony Joshua. Blasey blah whoop de whoop whoop. He's the boogeyman in the heavyweight division. This dude, Anthony Joshua, there's nothing that I have said to say anything about his boxing abilities in the ring. Nothing that anybody said, nobody on the panel, nobody that I know of in the LDBC has said anything about Anthony Joshua's abilities in the ring. He's a bona fide heavyweight boxer. But the thing about it is that his mouthpiece, his inability to open up his mouth and tell Edward Hearn to get in the gear with the rear. Let me do the talk.
That's what it is, Mike. You're right, Mike. You're damn right. You're damn right there, brother. Me personally, I'm just going to say this quick and I'm going to jump off. Not jump off the panel, but I'm going to jump out.
Nowhere.
No. Me personally, right, I've got nothing against AJ. I've got nothing against anybody in me. Especially my own countryman. I've got nothing against him, but the reason why I can't hang with fucking AJ, like chill with him, is because he's got every opportunity to become undisputed, but he just won't fight Wilder, and I don't understand it. Me personally, I think they've both got a 50-50 chance. If one of them connects, they've both got the power. Well, more say Wilder. Wilder's got more power, but they're both big units. They've both got power to fucking knock each other out. Man, just make the fucking fight and let's fucking see. And this is just quick. Just going back to what Mike said, it's the problem with AJ is his mouthpiece. It's shut. Eddie Hearn's the mouthpiece for him, and this guy just follows what Eddie Hearn says. And that's what I don't like about him. Go on, bro.
Yeah, I mean, it just like when you said that shit, man, it just the two fights that stays in my head is the Anthony Joshua versus Joseph Parker and Anthony Joshua versus Povetkin. See, the thing with Povetkin is that I don't know if he needed the meldonium, because the meldonium is for stamina, by the way. But I don't know if he needed it, but he didn't have it in that fight. Once Povetkin got tired, it was a wrap. You can see it. Now Joseph Parker.
First round though, Povetkin was awesome. First round against him.
Yeah.
Wobbled his arse, man, didn't he, Mike? Yeah.
Yeah.
Caught him with that overhand left or right. Joshua wobbled like fuck.
He didn't. Man, if he had the juice, if he had the battery pack, man. He don't need no Duracell. He needs some Surefire batteries. That's what he needs. And Joseph Parker, you can't tell me that You can't tell me that this dude got in that ring and lasted 12 rounds, and the ref wouldn't let him get, and still the ref wouldn't let him get close. The only reason why Anthony Joshua got rid of Klitschko was because he stopped punching for 2 rounds.
Yeah.
I mean, Brown on Brown Boxing said,
that's a great comment. I'm just reading that now.
This could be cherry picking going wrong. If AJ has rust or is overconfident, Ruiz could clip his ass. I don't want to hype the fight up is Eddie's job. AJ needs to man up. I don't want to hype. Yeah, that's what he be saying. I don't want to hype the fight up. It's Eddie's job. I think that's what he's saying. AJ needs to man up and fight Wilder. It's time. Yeah. I mean, it's like me in football practice, man. Because in practice, first of all, I don't want to hurt nobody. And I don't want to, hurt myself, because I hurt both my ankles last practice. So, but I'll be all right come Tuesday. Tuesday is a defensive day. So, damn. Yeah, I'll be all right Tuesday. I got a game next Saturday, by the way. So when I play defensive back, and then sometimes in practice, because I don't be having that killer mentality, when I'm going against the big physical wide receivers, I'm like, yeah, man. I'm excited. And I'm not excited on the competition level. I'm excited because I just want to get better. I want to look. I'm not cared about if he beat me or not. I want to look so I can perfect my craft. But when I get these the little guys in front of me, they ain't doing nothing for me, and then I end up getting burnt because I end up it's not being, I'm not overconfident. I'm just not with it. You know what I'm saying? And like Brown on Brown Boxing said, this, who knows? He could probably be like, I got this one in the bag, blah, blah, whoop, 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 easy day, easy work. It all worked out.
Could be Mike.
And get up in there and think that Andy Ruiz don't hit hard, and this fat motherfucker ain't gonna be able to last 6 rounds. Because that's what a lot of boxers do. They try to get him in that 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th round, and then try to get him up out of there. But it might not happen. Just because
Andy Ruiz just fought too.
Yeah, just because
so he might be a little sharper on that end. But I'm not gonna hype that shit up though, man. I don't want to hype up that fight
Oh, don't worry about hyping it up. You know what I'm saying? It's just that, I wish Andy Ruiz the best, man. This is a one opportunity, and I keep saying it's opportunities like this shouldn't be squandered. Bermain Stavern, Charles Martin, Big Baby Miller. It shouldn't be squandered. This is it. Like I told y'all, if I was Andy Ruiz, man, I would lock myself in the gyms. I don't know y'all niggas. I know y'all after the fight. I know y'all immediately after the fight. I don't know none of y'all. Y'all see me later. I'm getting my last nut off. If I can't do it in the gym, I don't need you. I'm serious. This is like you get these 3 straps. You go into the rematch. Who knows? You might get more. Maybe not. That's like the going rate for matchroom boxing. But whether or not you win, you lose in the rematch or not, you guaranteed fights. You are guaranteed top fights. You might get a side fight with Dillian White in the O2 arena, to where y'all can pack that motherfucker out and come on with $5 million apiece. You just never know. This is it. This probably be Andy Ruiz's last shot. If he gets knocked out, he probably won't climb up the rankings and after that, no more. Brown on Brown Boxing said Edward knows that AJ is a hype job and Wilder's right hand is more feared than Thanos' snap. You ain't lying. Hearn knows if Wilder clips AJ, it's all over it, and his empire goes straight down the toilet. Man. So, with that said, matchroom boxing. If Anthony Joshua. See, if Anthony Joshua loses with Matchroom Boxing, the zone is not over. Well, the zone is not over with because the zone. Nobody knows who Anthony Joshua is either. Anyways, right? Nobody knows who Anthony Joshua. Anyways, but you never know. What if Anthony Joshua loses? Then Deontay Wilder becomes the face of the zone. Then what? Then when all you Deontay Wilder haters out there be saying, we wish we had the zone in the UK.
They're gonna say the zone's whack and
come on. But if you know what I'm saying? TJ Wilkins said AJ told everybody that he would fight Wilder when he feel like he could win. TJ Wilkins, he did say that. Mike Hennigan said AJ thinks he is so much better than any other heavyweight, so he calls himself thinking he's putting Wilder on ice. Yeah, he did say he did say he's gonna put him on ice. Hearn has convinced him he is the A side, not up over. And there's some of the fans over here. I talked to him. It wasn't an argument. I was just having fun with him. And they were saying that AJ is the A side. What y'all think about this on the panel and out there in the chat room? They basically said that AJ is the A side because he has more global commercial value than Deontay Wilder. What are your thoughts? Vanessa, come here.
Vanessa!
She can't hear you. I got headphones on. Go ahead, Laws.
Nah, I'll let Lowe's kick it.
Hey, go ahead, L5 player.
Yeah, as far as global value, I mean, I can't say that. It's not a wise statement in the sense that out of all the athletes here in America, you know, Wilder is in near approaching that top tier. I mean, like AJ, like in the biggest market, like here in America, is like nowhere. He's a fucking relief pitcher in baseball. But Wilder's clout internationally too. I mean, it has to be comparable to AJ's. It's like, you know, you're coming from the biggest media market, and UK also has a big media market, and you know, they're both broadcasting their respective fighters. You know, I can't say that AJ's global clout is surpasses Wilder, and even if it does, or if they're close to each other, that's gonna all dissipate because Wilder's profile is increasing while AJ's fighting on it. You know, fucking and it's, I mean, like a lot of people are starting to see that AJ's or been seeing that AJ's the one that's the reasoning behind that fight not taking place. You know, because if you tell me that, you know, at the end of the day, when they give their reasoning as to why that fight is not being made, like Wilder's demands were simple, like with the 50-50, and the Hearn AJ matchroom camp has always been like, oh, he's not worth that. That to me seems like you're avoiding the fight, you know, with somebody who's undefeated, who has the last belt. So people that do some investigating very minimally, like, could come to that same conclusion that, you know, the matchroom camp is the one that's stopping that fight. In addition to AJ fighting on an app that nobody, you know, nobody owns. So Wilder's ascending, and I've been saying this for a while, that since the Joseph Parker or after a Klitschko fight, that AJ's stock has been plummeting. And the Big Baby Miller fight wasn't going to help. And with the replacement, fucking Andrew Ruiz, it's not going to move the meter that much neither. Cheers, friend.
I was on mute real quick. I had to talk to my old lady. Laws, you there? All right. Well, you know, basically, I didn't hear what you said, but the panel did, because I was talking to my old lady about some stuff, man. I put it like this, you know, the American people didn't ask for the zone, and the American people didn't ask for Matchroom Boxing USA. They chose to come out here to give us boxing. on a whim that they'll make American boxing great, like it once was. But the only thing that they're doing is dividing fans and stirring the pot. But at the end of the day, if you want to say that Anthony Joshua has more global power than Deontay Wilder, I mean, you can't go nowhere and say Anthony Joshua without speaking about Wilder. But in the US, you can speak about Wilder all day. You don't have to bring up Anthony Joshua. But in the UK, a lot of people know who Wilder is. He was mobbed.
Definitely.
He was mobbed by UK fans. Ron Sportsman Lee, what's happening, baby? So when you start to think about commercial value and the aspect of commercial on what commercial value is, what I'm thinking is that what is Anthony Joshua going to get commercially? What does he get commercially? Because everything that Anthony Joshua is getting does not come for revenue. It comes from a contract that was already written up by Matchroom Boxing. He's not getting, and if he is, it ain't that much from the zone. Because let's just say if 100,000 people was watching, how much money you get? How much money is gonna get from the zone to split that up with everybody else that's fighting on that undercard? So how much? What do you mean by global commercial value? And let me tell you another thing.
I got a point to add to that too when you're done.
When people want to say, "Oh, his next fight is gonna get $1 million." Well, look, you dumbass idiot. Some people will say it's $5, but I ain't seen it $5. I seen $9.99 taken out for ESPN Plus, and $10 taken out for Showtime. So if it's on non-pay-per-view, you still got to pay fucking $10 to watch the fight. So if you have 1 million people watching the fucking fight, that's at least $10 million right there. Then you add the gate. Then you add all the other countries up. If you think that Wilder is getting $2 million or $3 million to fight Dominic Brazil, take your teeth out and suck my dick. How about that? I want some nom-noms. How about that? I don't want nothing getting in the way. That's how stupid you sound. Because that's how stupid you're going to look when you're doing it. Punk motherfucker.
Not like the point I wanted to add about that, it was what y'all were talking about before too. As far as like the bread that fucking that Anthony Joshua was making, like the 20 million. I think like a lot of that stuff's fugazi because I don't know if you remember, like right before like a lot of this like it was even before he fought on the zone at any point, but he had signed on like an extension with Matchroom, and it was for like 120 million or some shit, or 160 million for 6 fights. It was a couple like a year ago. Anyhow, I think that everything that's happening now with the zone, because I don't think they're dishing out bread like that. And like even Eddie Hearn says that Anthony Joshua's not signed to the zone. Matchroom or Eddie Hearn is signed to with the zone. So I think that extension or that contract had a lot to do with that. And I wouldn't put it past these dudes, like, you know, including the fighters, specifically Anthony Joshua, saying like, listen, I don't want to fight this dude, Deontay Wilder, now or anytime soon until I see that noticeably, you know, he's a diminished product.
I'm gonna put it to you like this. Now, on most of the cases, nobody signs $100, $200, whatever $100 million contract to be able to say who they're gonna fight next. And the reason why I'm talking about Anthony Joshua.
No, but what do you mean though? Like,
I'm getting there. And the reason behind that is because if you was to sign 100, 200, $300 million contract, whether it's a contract and extension to a contract, that means you can milk their system. You can rob them and stay undefeated and leave them with all that money and go fight somewhere else. You see what I'm saying? And so when people go around here saying that Anthony Joshua is his own man, he might not be. And then not only that is, he signed a Matchroom Boxing. Remember, he filed an extension, right? So Matchroom Boxing has a contract with DAZN. So Matchroom Boxing is obligated to do right by DAZN. So
okay,
when DAZN wants Matchroom Boxing to bring Anthony Joshua up over here, it will behoove them to do that. Because when you have somebody putting up $500 million, $500 million to a shady ass promoter like Edward Hearn and not getting results, I think there's an issue of parting ways, or the issues there could be an issue raised by DAZN of damages, or of you not doing right by our mutual agreement, or they sue and claim that Matchroom Boxing did everything and anything to make sure that DAZN wasn't successful in the U.S.
Yeah.
Matchroom Boxing can't say Canelo. Hello. What they doing? What Matchroom Boxing doing with Tevin Farmer? Hello. Andrade. Hello. And the list keeps going on with America. What are they doing?
Nah, but peep game though. Almost all those dudes like Canelo, he signed with DAZN directly. Like Anthony Joshua, even Eddie Hearn admitted that he fucking wasn't signed.
That's what I said
with DAZN. But you think that DAZN is gonna dish out like an additional $32 million for fucking Anthony Joshua to fight fucking Big Baby Miller?
No,
I don't think so either. I think that money was paid to Matchroom, and that Anthony Joshua is getting paid parts of that original.
Because he already got a contract
with Matchroom, though. I think.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think that maybe he may have signed that contract with this DAZN thing in mind. Like, yo, listen, like this is a new thing. Like, we're not gonna like try to hit you off like based on like how many subscribers are gonna come in, because like we're not gonna get,
hold up. That 32 million that you said, me and Laws already found where that came from.
What's up, bro?
Me and Laws already found out where that. Nobody has ever said it didn't come out of Edward Hearn's mouth. It didn't come out of DAZN's mouth. It came out of a builder's paper from the UK. A tablet.
Yeah, for real.
It came from a
tablet.
Daily Star.
I highly doubt that he got fucking 32. Honestly, bro, deadass. I mean, I'd ask you guys the same question, but I think my opinion is a little bit more drastic than y'all. Like, but I don't think he's even scratching like 10 dents for this fight, bro. For the Big Baby
World Breaker.
In the chat.
Huh?
World Breaker's up in here. Salute you, bro.
World Breaker. The Jones can't keep up.
The Hulk.
That's my man's. Nah, but yo, shout out to World Breaker, man. I hope you feel better too, man.
Man, fucking all them dang on the YouTube is making them sick. YouTube killing them.
Yeah, bro.
I'm playing around. No, it ain't. Go ahead.
Yo,
that's
Mike.
that polygamous life.
Can I just say, I did a video today, just quickly. I read about Adonis Stevens getting better.
Yeah, I read it too.
Fantastic news.
Well, it's not the fact that he's got better. It's the
I'm just saying it's good news, man.
No, I'm gonna let you know. It's not the fact that he's getting better. That's that he was already getting better by the time he left. He was already good to go. The thing about it is that when you have brain bleeds, they don't let you home by yourself. You on a 24-hour watch. for like a little bit. And the reason why it is you can slip in the shower, you could be walking and pass out. Something else can happen. He said Patreon's going to kill me. Y'all got to sign up to that shit. It's going to be uncut.
I will do.
All right, World Breaker.
I will do. I'll sign up to that. Drop a link, World Breaker.
And so my mom has had 2 brain bleeds and almost died. And
sorry to hear that.
We weren't setting up arrangements or anything, but she got put in an induced coma and all that stuff. They tried to wake her up a few times, couple of strokes after that and stuff like that, trying to wake her up, tubes down her throat, can't eat for a month, swallowing ice chips, couldn't even do that, begging for food.
Sorry to hear that, Mike.
Didn't want to give her nothing because she begging for food, sneaking her in black coffee, little bits at a time, like teaspoons.
Yeah, you told me this before, bro.
So, it's not the fact that that they were saying he's getting better, because he has a long road to go. Long.
Have you read that? What World Breakers support?
In the shower, and a dick fell perfectly in the crack. He did not fight back. Oh God, he wouldn't fight back. He wouldn't fight back.
Okay, now.
He wouldn't fight back. He was like,
"Yo, Mike,
he'd be like, hey, mate, you got any of that African black soap?"
he's just my mum had a brain aneurysm a couple of years ago on her 60th, not long after her 60th birthday. She leaned down to put some washing in the washing machine, and they're like little vessels in your brain.
Yeah.
What popped, and she had a stroke and shit like that, man. And I've spoke to you before about this, about your mum, and I just, the reason why I just said that is because it's just good to hear every now and then that, these fighters put their life on the line for us, and we can criticize them and big them up and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, it's not us who's in the ring. They're doing it for our entertainment, and it's sad that, you've had Gerald McClellan, you had Michael Watson, you've had other people, and it's just good to hear a story that, our brother's had a bad turn, and he looks like what I read today, that he's going home at the weekends, but in the week he's in therapy and things like that. It's just nice to hear that. Hopefully the man's on the mend. You never slip through the net.
Man, them strokes and them brain hemorrhages and all that shit, man, that shit can take up 2 years to come back, man. Sometimes you don't even come back strong like you was before, but it looked like he'll be walking.
We'll break. I'm gonna sign up now to that.
Yeah, I mean, as much as I think like Anthony Joshua and a lot of these boxers are buns, I don't wish that shit on nobody. I think a lot of these dudes are underpaid too, man. Like I always said that.
Real Breaker,
for real, alpha player.
Real Breaker said it could be worse. They could be gladiators during Roman times. That was really putting your life at risk.
That's an extreme case, though.
These motherfuckers.
Get your ass on, World Breaker, man. Come on, World Breaker, get on with us.
Then he goes to say these guys get to pick and choose their fights, risk factors, and all. Yeah, they do. What was I about to say? Damn, man, y'all. I was reading that stuff, man. That shit got me, man. That shit got me.
World Breaker fucked us up, man.
Yeah, he fucked me up with that Roman gladiator shit. Shit, because that shit right there, boy. I think Joshua won't. He'd be like, "Fuck that, hell nah." Them niggas got swords, maces, axes. What? Nah, bruh. This motherfucker, he whooped the nigga ass with a garden hoe.
You think if you were back in those times, you would get down, like as far as on some medieval shit?
Sometimes, nigga, you won't have no choice, nigga. Snatch your ass up and slave your ass.
Nah, I'm saying you. I'm saying you, Michael. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm saying you, Mike and Lowe's. I'm saying like literally, seriously. Like,
I think I'll be more more secretive about it because like back then you had no doctors and shit. So like you get stabbed up or a ligament or something like that, then you'll be fucked. You know what I'm saying? For life. Then you won't be able to do shit. So I'll probably be killing niggas. I'll probably just like if the king talking about he want to fuck my wife, fornication is consent of the king and all that shit. You know, okay, nigga, a year or two down the line, your ass would be dead. Okay, year or two down the line, your ass will be dead. And you have and then I'll make sure I put a donkey dick up your ass. and then also I make sure I write on your forehead, fuck. Fornication and consent of the king. So make sure none of y'all other motherfuckers out there would think twice about fucking somebody else's wife again.
Now I'm just saying, I'm so straight up. Like if you had to lace up like with a sword or spear, whatever the fuck, and a shield, you think you could get down?
You had no choice back then. It was a different back then, probably yeah, but in these days, nah, it ain't no sense of doing that shit. I see them later days like that, man. It don't matter how good you was. Eventually, your ass got stabbed. Eventually, your ass died. There was no retirement plans. There was no getting out of the game. No, nigga, you died.
No commentating when you're doing your career.
Yeah.
Yo, Mike, quickly, just on World Breakers Patreon, it's saying become a Patreon World Breaker Fighting. $9 a month will break it. Right, pressing select. Hello, please confirm. It's like, all right, sorry, bro. It's asking me for what country I'm from.
Oh, what country you from? Yeah, where you
really
from?
Fucking.
Laws, where you from?
I don't know, you know, bro.
Mongolia.
Yeah, Laws, where you from?
Probably El Foul player.
You look kind of light.
Yo, y'all drinking tonight or no?
Who? Man, come on, homie. Who ain't drinking, man? What's wrong with you, boy?
Yeah, I know. You always drink on the lives, bro.
Oh man, I got you, man. Cause I kind of start in slow and kind of ramp up, but that shit was funny as hell, man. I was hoping that, you know what? I ain't even trying to. Damn, I hate to say it, but 78 had a good point, and maybe I need to start doing that shit. Stop going on them niggas' channels and seeing what they talking about, because like I don't be mad, but I just be sitting up over there conversating with them back. But every time I go in there, I don't cuss at them. I don't do none of that. But I end up being ignorant, the dumb fool, dumb bitch, you motherfucker, you this, that, and the third, you dosser. I'm the one that end up getting called on the name.
Nah, but I think with like Reg by McGregor and like Counter Punch, like those dudes, like, you know, we kind of got a gun for them to a degree though, man. Like, because I can't stand, like, you know, with Reg by McGregor in his case, like the dude was acting like he even put it on a video and he left it up like a homo, but he was saying like how he was trying to get down with the Ldbc and how he went to a convention. He was did you see that
World
video?
Breaker still in there? Just signed up to your World Breaker and your Patreon, bro.
Hey, World Breaker, I've been sent you the link. Yeah, go ahead, Alpha player. What was you saying?
Nah, but he actually has a video. I don't know if it's still up. It was up like recently, but he said he went to like some sort of Ldbc convention before he started being a dick swallower, and he tried to get down with the Ldbc, and that there was a line of dudes that were trying to meet 78, and that he got in the line and like met 78 and told him that he wanted to get down with the Ldbc and wanted to make Ldbc content. Excuse me. And that Ldbc told him, that 78 told him, you know, you're not Ldbc material, and that and then in the same video, check it out if you could. But in the video, he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get back at you guys. You'll see." So now, like that's even though he's still living like with his grandmother, like his revenge has been to cover things that are favorable to the Ldbc or people that we try to like support. like to cover them in a fucked up light. Peace to my man World Breaker, man. What up?
What up, World Breaker?
Hey, nothing much, man.
You still stink.
Salute, bro.
Give me one moment. I got a little guy screaming at me. Hold on, I'll be right back.
He
Salute,
playing.
bro.
Hey man, my 3-year-old's wild, bro. It's fun. It's fun. It's fun. I'll be right back.
Getting beat up.
Nah, he downstairs like, where are you at, nigga?
I can't see your shadow. Oh shoot! These people are.
Oh my, this has been a brilliant live stream tonight.
These people are on my fucking nuts. This A Muck pound for pound is talking. It keeps now. He responded to me on BDA. I just said I responded to him. Hangouts. Send the hangout link, and I said, "Come talk to me."
Yeah, but those are regular cats though, man. Like as far as taking aim at these channels that fucking purposely try to like aim at like our dudes, man. Like I don't see why not. Like fucking. It's mostly those dudes though too, man. Like, and even before I knew you didn't fuck with them dudes, like you would like I hated those dudes, like fucking and then like when I found out, like, because I never heard nobody mention like anything like disparagingly about Coonser Punch and Wrecked or the fucking Wrecked by McGregor. And on your second live stream that I caught, you put pictures of both of them, and I was like, yo, Mike's my dude, bro. I'm fucking with Mike from here on out.
Yeah, it's cool dude, Mike.
No, thanks. Yeah, it was just some fact, man. Like when you when you rock with somebody tough for a little bit, and then you start making videos and stuff like that, and then you start looking around, and you just like, damn, like I was sub to you, then 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 I was sub to you. But the whole thing about it is I unsubbed my ass from you guys.
Sorry about that.
Oh, it's all good. I had to unsub.
You said I sound asleep.
Oh no. I was saying I had to unsub from the cats after I start actually figuring out who they was.
So catch me up, because I've been having my trolls. I got trolls trying to talk about the wife and all kinds of shit. Like, man,
oh,
y'all want to get tracked down.
Well, they doing that because they want you to say their name. They they like how when they say World Breaker, they like how it slides off of their tongue. They get excited, and it's just like
basically what you're saying. They want to be penetrated.
Yeah, like World Breaker Friday.
they fascinated by your reaction.
I'm for real.
Of course they are.
Because I was telling L and I was telling everybody, like, I was sub to a lot of these cats, and then I started like listening to them, and I was like, that don't sound right. Like, and then I was like, T Street, I'm like, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I got money, I'm doing this, I don't need this. I'm like, man, I'm out. I'm out. Yeah. Like I don't like. I started listening to these cats, and I started hearing how they sometimes they attack people, or how when they talk about a fighter, they don't talk about both sides of the spectrum. They just say 17 fights, this, and the third, blah, blah, blah. Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder, this, and the third, blah, 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 whoop, whoop, whoop. But they don't go into his whole career of boxing, like his amateur background, how long he's been boxing, how long he was an amateur, having to learn on the job as a heavyweight fighter, as a professional heavyweight fighter, with nothing, with the manager / trainer, that this was his first ever time of being on this type of playing field. And he got Deontay Wilder all to this old point, and they get to Golden Boy. Golden Boy didn't do nothing with him, so he had to leave Golden Boy and go somewhere else. And they don't talk about all that. They just want to hear how Anthony Joshua's success story is. But at the end of the day is, what if Andy Ruiz beats his ass? What if your man come all the way up over here, sell more tickets allegedly than Michael Jackson at Madison Square Garden, and only 15K people watch it on his own in America?
But honestly, yo, like those dudes ain't caping for Anthony Joshua. Like those channels you mentioned, and like these dudes that you see in the comments, they're not caping for Anthony Joshua necessarily. They're more anti Deontay Wilder than they are pro fucking Anthony Joshua.
Well, T Street. I'll tell you this one thing. I think
Tree Street's a fucking herb, bro.
I think somebody really put that dude in his place to where the effect that he feels that he has to get back at him, and the only way he can get back at him
somebody pushing his boo boo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's street to her, bro.
Yo,
Yeah.
Mike.
He said push it.
You wanna don't know, I've told you this before, Travis Scott, he had some beef with him with T Street. And I know Travis Scott, he fucking ruined him, mate.
Yeah.
Absolutely ripped the dog shit out of him.
I think somebody
I don't know what it was over, but
yeah, I think somebody over here got
Listen, I remember the first time I ever saw T Street, and I didn't know who it was. And I saw all this DAZN. This is when DAZN had, right before they had dropped their.
I've been unsubscribed from them.
Well, I'm just saying, I never subscribed to them. I just happened to catch a live stream. It looked weird, had a lot of people in it, and it was showing a press conference. I think it was a DAZN press conference, but this is before their October debut. It's just a bunch of. It's a black guy with a bunch of DAZN paraphernalia, cups, dolls, whatever. Yeah, whatever it was. He had a bunch of paraphernalia. And so probably about a couple of minutes in, I realized it was T Street. So, I stayed a few minutes more just to kind of get an observation. And some of the vile things that I was seeing in the chat room, I'm like, dude, how could you as an African American stand some of this stuff? It's not even the boxing aspect of it. It's just as a person who has pride, who should have pride in themselves. You shouldn't stand for certain things. I know words shouldn't bother an individual, and they generally don't bother me. You can think or say what you want, but at the end of the day, there's certain things that you shouldn't stand for as a man. And so when you're willing to just let anyone say anything, regardless of who you are, then you lack character. You lack a standard. And so just based on that was my assessment of T Street initially. And I moved on. And then he every now and then he'll pop up and say something. It's like a T Street mixtape of bullshit. So, that's how I see it, at least.
Yeah, I saw that you had me die when you did that. Get the fuck up out of here.
Quickly, World Breaker.
I dropped the videos and I never listened to them again. This was so fucking crazy, but
damn.
Just quickly, World Breaker. Just what I say to you, bro. I only I stumbled across you after the Wilder Tyson Fury fight. I think you was on a live stream with Blood. I've been sub to Blood for a while. And I started to listen to you, bro, and I subscribed to your channel at Christmas time. And I've always been in and out on your channel. But over the last, say, 6-7 weeks, I've been listening to your channel a lot. And I'd just like to say to you, I know you're younger than me. I'm 43.
Yeah, I'm a little bit younger. I'll be 40 this year, so we close enough, goddammit.
Yeah. But yeah, I listened to your live stream the other day on the African American racism against the blacks over in the US and comparing it to Britain. And I thought to myself, I'm not just trying to say this because I think I said to Mike Henning, if he's still in the chat, I said he's a very, very wise man. The stuff what you were saying, I mean, I know I'm not from America, but we see some of the brutality shit what goes on over there. We see some of it on the news, and I just thought, for your age, you're a very clued up man. Not just on your boxing, on your history,
Man,
on your roots and everything. No, I'm just saying I'd like to put that point across because I listened to your live stream the other day and I was like, man, the guy knows he's fucking, you know your shit, mate. Your history, your culture, you know your shit about the boxing. You know stuff over here, what people over here don't even know. I've heard you mention things like you and Kurt mentioning Benny Hill and stuff like that. And that's why I was like, how does he know about Benny Hill?
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
Well, we have public PBS, public broadcasting, whatever.
Yeah.
And so, you know, like Saturday nights growing up, yeah, I peep in on Benny Hill and a couple of things, but I really like Red Dwarf and I like the Chef.
Yeah, Red Dwarf. Yes. You see
I
what
love
I mean?
the shit out of Red Dwarf. I know I like literally I'm a Red Dwarf head. And then what else did I like? Damn, I'm trying to remember. It's just the chef I liked, and the chef got fucking kind of trippy. He divorced his chick. I'm like, man, that's a fine bitch.
Yeah.
Why you divorcing?
Faulty Towers.
Yeah, Faulty Towers could never get into Faulty Towers. I like the show with the I think it was it was a lady who pronounced their name. Their name was Bucket. And they would say their name was Bouquet. It was a white lady who was trying to live above her means. I just can't remember the name of that show.
Yeah,
that shit was hilarious.
See,
but
this is go on, bro. Sorry.
No, you good. You good.
No, I'm just saying this is all like 80s fucking.
Man,
this is early 80s.
I remember that I could actually stand watching my mom was Rockford Files.
Yeah, Rockford Files and pimp shit.
Rockford Files,
all the other ones, I couldn't stand that shit, man. I would just like, and the one with the doctor, like the coroner's office, and he always had these things to figure out how a person died. That one, I couldn't. A lot of them I couldn't stand.
But one thing I gathered as a kid, I'm like, man, British television has a lower budget than American television. That was the first fucking thing that came to my mind. I'm like, Red Dwarf, this shit would make it in the States, but man, this shit is actually. I just like the humor. I love dry ass British humor.
When here's something funny, I was at. Can't say. I was at.
You at the strip club, man.
Nah. It was the strip club.
I was getting a $2 lap dance.
You know, Magic Mike came from a British movie.
Hey, bro, listen. Ain't never seen Magic Mike. We'll never see.
No. It's like a whole bunch of old dudes. They taking these dances classes with their wives, and one of the dudes in there was like, "Nah, man, we can strip for these ladies." But they had clothes on and shit, and it was funny though because you had this old 70-year-old dude, you had this retired dude, and then like they ended up getting caught, and two of the dudes got arrested. And the thing about it was there was a video camera in there. It was like a security camera. So on the news, they plastered them all over the news on this security camera. And it was like, oh, y'all nasty motherfuckers. And they was dancing for like old women, like 4 old women. It was like in their 60s, right? And then and then they ended up selling out this like this arena. And the dude was like, come on, man, we got to do it. We get X amount of money for this. This is the last one. And it was like, are you serious? And they ended up doing it and making a whole bunch of money and actually having a good laugh. But the thing about it was one of the dudes in there, he was like, man, you didn't tell me dudes was going to be here. So I can't go out there. Dudes out there. That movie had me dying, but it was that was like one of the earliest British movies that I can say I watched because it looked like it was in the early 90s.
Yeah. My favorite UK movie is Snatch. That's like my favorite.
Yeah, I just watched Snatch.
Great film. Yeah, sick.
Yeah.
Guy Ritchie.
Have you seen?
Because you can hear all the different
accents.
Lockstock. Huh? I seen Lock, Stock, Two Smoking Barrels.
Yeah.
I like the British version of Excalibur from 1980 or 81.
Yeah.
With Jean-Luc Picard and Helen Mirren, fine ass. Helen Mirren was fine as a motherfucker.
That's what I'm saying, Will Breaker. You know all like the early 80s stuff like me because I was born 76, me. So the 80s is my era.
Yeah, I liked Baron Munchausen. I liked what's the movie what was that? The name of that movie where the kid Time Bandits. I love the shit out of Time Bandits as a kid. I was born in '79, so I remember Time Bandits. I used to love shit out of Time Bandits.
Yeah.
You said Time
Great.
Bandits. I don't remember that.
Time Bandits a fucking movie that should be remade. Real talk.
Yeah.
So, with a budget.
No, I don't remember that
The
one.
motherfucker didn't have a budget.
With the midgets?
Yeah, with the dwarves.
Yeah.
I think I do, but
Had the little kid and the dwarves, and they were like God's builders or architects, and God was this American dude. I think I forget if he was American or not.
Yeah,
but he played in something later on. I forget what it was. I want to say he played in the Madness of King. No, it wasn't that guy. I know who it was, but I can't remember what he used to be on. But he played God in the movie, and what's his name? This other guy that plays a villain in almost every movie played the devil. So Tom Bandits was a pretty cool movie. I liked it growing up. I also like this German. I love the Never Ending Story, which is based off a German book.
Never Ending Story.
You know what? That's the picture I've been meaning to make. But T Street with that damn turtle.
Oh yeah, that's where I got
I've been meaning to make. And I was like, I wanted to ask him, but I'm like, damn, I don't even know how to ask him because I can't remember what. All right, let me get that picture.
Yeah, me and my little brother's 2 years younger than me. That's what we grew up on. It's a
Atreyu
story. Yeah, Atreyu, shit, the Luck Dragon, goddamn it.
You think they ever gonna do that one again?
They'll fuck it up, bro.
That shit had a fucked up budget too, though, man. Oh, it was made in Germany, though, right?
For the time, it actually had a damn good budget.
Yeah, but it was made in I think they had to dub like some of the actors, didn't they? Like
probably,
not the main actor, but like
it was an international film, so
they probably fucked that up.
But I remember when I was a kid, boy. When I was a kid, I wanted to knock off the Childlike Empress, boy. I was like, shit. I ain't 10 yet. I just like shit. Childlike Empress looking good.
There it is. I found that motherfucker.
I met the dude that made a lot like a lot of the music for that movie. His name is Kai Tracy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Stop your line.
Yeah, I got exposed to a lot of stuff as a kid, man. So I'm grateful for that. I don't have a limited perspective. So
my bad, bro. Do you like Outlander?
Outlander. I've seen I think I've seen about a season of it. It's
my bad. I meant Highlander.
Yeah. I'm a Highlander fan too.
Yeah,
Highlander.
My grandpa was on that, so I
actually like the series with Adrian Paul more than I like the movies, though.
Me too.
I think Christopher Lambert is like the worst fucking actor in the world. Like he should act quiet and shit. This is what he should do. Like Tarzan, the Lord of Greystoke has cometh. That type of shit.
Okay, I got it.
No, they had this dude playing the Moor in the movies.
You said what?
No, they had Homeboy playing the Moor in the movies.
Who playing the Moor? I'm a little off. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm off too.
In the Highlander movie.
Oh, you talking about Sean Connery?
Sean Connery, yeah.
He's actually Egyptian. He was supposedly Egyptian.
Oh, Egyptian, my bad.
Like this, boy. Oh shit! I got the picture.
Do you know?
I like to talk.
Do any of you know what country he's from, Sean Connery?
He's Scottish. He's from
yeah.
He's from
yeah. See what I mean?
He's from
yeah, for real.
And he won't lose. He never lost his fucking accent. That motherfucker be playing an American cop. Hello, Sean Connery.
Yeah.
He won't let the hit
bombed.
You want to hit it? You want to hit the drone?
Yeah,
I'll hit it right there.
He was in what movie? Sean Connery wasn't he in that movie with
every movie I like?
He played like the Senpai or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh man, he's been in everything.
Detective.
Hunt for the Red October. Fucking.
How the fuck you gonna have a Scottish accent playing a Russian? You know what?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Drosky. That's my name.
Yeah. Even when he did Bond, when he tried to say, what was the I'm fine, Miss Moneypenny, and you can hear the fucking Scottish accent in his accent. Like, but
You're from Northern England, aren't you?
Yes, sir. Yeah,
you're north of
England,
Liverpool.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm about. Well, I live in the Midlands now, which is central England, but I'm originally from northwest England. Yeah,
yeah, because your accent is so close to a Scots accent, and you can kind of tell when it's Scot or Irish sounding. So it's the proximity, man.
Yeah. I'm North England. I'm about Liverpool's probably about 50 odd miles away from me, but it's down
It's
south
50 miles
way.
south.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah, you sound more Scottish than you sound Irish, so that's why I'm thinking you were north of Liverpool.
Yeah.
Liverpool's closer to Ireland. So
that's right, sir. Yeah,
so
Liverpool's right on the coastline.
Yeah, and that's why those guys sound more Irish. That's why McCartney sounds like that versus.
Yeah, Will Breaker.
Pay attention to motherfuckers, man.
Damn, I got one dislike. Damn,
do you know?
You even did that.
You said what?
Will Breaker.
I got one dislike.
Do you know what?
Did that?
Hey, that's good. They paying attention.
Oh, cocksucker.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Do you know what Liverpool people are?
They're Irish.
Yeah, Irish settlers. You're right.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And you know what Scottish people are? People that left Ireland and settled in Scotland.
Yeah. Well, in Scotland, we have in Glasgow, you have Celtic, and then you have Glasgow Rangers. And Celtic are the Catholic side of Ireland, and Rangers are the Providence side of Ireland. And obviously, you had the troubles in Northern Ireland, the Providence versus the Catholics. But the Celtic club was found by a Catholic guy, and Rangers was found by a Providence guy. So
automatic.
That's why.
Automatic.
Yeah.
You know, I did a DNA test a couple of years ago. I found out about 30% Scots Irish.
You're joking?
Nah. And my grandmother, my great grandfather, name was Joe Bailey McElroy. And
McElroy, that's an Irish name straight away, or Scots name.
And then my on the other side there, McIvan or McAveen is what we say here.
Yeah, McAveen, yeah.
And then what else? It's more. I'm trying to remember. It's British and Scots Irish. That's the 30%. And then I got some other mixture. My wife's great grandfather was from Ireland. And you can't tell because my wife is darker. She's dark skinned, but her grandfather, her great grandfather was from Ireland. Her grandfather was half, but her grandfather like a white dude, even though he was mixed, he was mixed race. He had straight hair. He had the more European features. But my wife did her DNA test. She's about 47%. Half. She's half African, and even though her parents are both black. That's a crazy.
Yeah, I'm with you.
DNA shit for you. So,
yeah. Do you know what, Will Brick? I'd like to do that. You know, I'd like to do that myself. Yeah, because my mum's got my mum's white. She's British, but she's got Romani Gypsy in her.
Yeah,
from Rome. And my dad, as far as I know, obviously my dad's Jamaican.
Yeah.
So I'd like to do that, what you've just said, dude.
Oh, man, Ancestry.com over here is like $49 now. Ross Sports and Lee says, yes, World Breaker Fight Excalibur was the shit. And Helen Mirren would fuck around, still get it. Shit, why you bullshit? You can't tell them titties are 70. Shit. I'm sorry, I had to say it.
Yeah. Well, I'll let you and I'll play cookie.
Damn, man. I went to my car, had to go get my chewing tobacco. And
tobacco?
Yeah.
I know you did.
Yeah, man.
Mike's Clint Eastwood, isn't he?
And
that's a motherfucker that won't die either, right there. It's Clint Eastwood.
Oh my God. That last movie he had, that old fart one, God damn.
I tell you what, I don't care. Hey,
I haven't seen that yet. I want to watch it.
Hey, one of my favorite movies is Unforgiven, boy. All time.
Oh yeah,
that movie's the greatest payoff in the world, boy. You better bury Ned right. I'll come back and kill all you sons of bitches.
You feeling lucky, T Street.
Hey, what I love about that movie, 3/4 of the movie, people think this. I'm thinking, hey man, this dude full of shit. What the fuck are they talking about? This shit is long. And then it just slowly but surely creep up. They kill Ned, motherfucker start hitting the yak. And that's it. He hit the yak, motherfuckers dropping dead. And that's what happened. And this dude killed a town. He killed the entire town. And then the remaining people left. He scared the fucking shit out of them for the rest of their life. That's a badass movie.
Hey, them motherfuckers are scared to fart out loud. They was like, they scared to fart out loud.
And the other dynamic of the movie was the protagonist and the antagonist were out of place. They were flipped. You know, Gene Hackman is supposed to play. He's supposed to play the sheriff, the natural hero in any story that they tell in American folklore. But he was the villain, and so Clint Eastwood is the anti-hero or protagonist in the movie. So once he gets into the saloon and he does what he does, and you know, at the end of it, Gene Hackman said, "I'll see you in hell, William Money." And he said, "Yeah." Blast that ass with a shotgun at close range. What kind of shit? That's a killer right there. Hey, how do you aim and cock a shotgun?
You don't?
At point blank range to kill a motherfucker. That's just adding insult to injury, goddamn.
Like he said,
that's a good point.
I want to make
that's a good point.
Make sure I hit him in the gut.
Hey, shit, at their range, you can't miss nothing.
He said a real Broad Sports release that he killed the whole entire police force. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, man, he shot the fat motherfucker running out the door in the back. Shot his ass.
Yeah, maybe if he was about 20 pounds lighter, maybe he would have made it out the door.
Nah, that motherfucker would have got. He said, "How did you kill so many people?" I don't know them. He said, "I don't know the particular order, but I can tell you who's next." That motherfucker shut the fuck up.
I mean, back then, if I see some shit like that, I'd be like, "Nah, I ain't even talking to this dude after that." I was like, "Nah, bruh."
Yeah. I bet the motherfucker had invented the machine gun for real.
Oh,
shit.
The Gatling gun?
Not the Gatling gun, goddamn it. I'm talking about the machine gun. Yeah, I'm not losing no fucking drawdown. Shit.
Well, the Gatling gun was already flawed because that thing was like I think it had to be timed.
I've cracked a Gatling gun, man. I've shot one of them hoes.
Like the ones you got to crank.
Where did they come from? Where did it come from? The Gatling gun.
It was invented in America by a guy named Gatling. I'm trying to remember. I think it was invented in like 1870.
I thought he was German for some reason.
He could have been, but I just know it was invented in America.
I mean, now they just call them gals. They just call them gals. They don't even say the whole thing. Gay A-U. That's it.
Yeah, my motherfucker. Hey, that bitch will backfire on your ass when you crack, man. I did it once. I was up there. I was at some place where you're having a fair. You could crack a Gatling gun. It's kind of hard. That bitch don't wind easy. So I mean, you gotta put a little mustard on that hole. Make sure it turns.
Yeah.
But I mean, for that day, for back in those times, that motherfucker must have been an awesome machine, bro.
Oh yeah. I don't think they were accurate, but they was definitely like get your head down low.
It ain't need to be goddamn accurate. That's all you better do.
You ever seen that film with Michael Caine called Zulu?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, don't they use one in that? But
yeah, they did.
World Breaker.
Yeah, Zulu
when
was
all
based,
the Zulus coming.
Yeah, Zulu was
I'm sure
based. Go ahead.
No, go on, bro.
I can't watch that shit.
Zulu was based on an actual historical event.
It's true story. Yeah.
Yeah, fucking 300 British guys are held up in a fort,
That's right.
And they pissed off Shaka Zulu's his heir apparent or someone a generation down.
Yeah.
And 5,000 Zulus they stepped up on that fort and they fucking destroyed them motherfuckers.
For real.
Yeah, they destroyed the British.
They asked the Dutch Boers, didn't they, for help?
Yeah,
the Dutch.
Of course they asked for help. Shit, they needed it.
Yeah. No. But back in them days, man, you got to think. Back in them days, the Brit. I'm not trying to beg this country up.
No,
they did.
Worldwide empire.
They owned. Yeah, for real.
They was all the way in Japan and shit. I mean,
no, that was one of the only instances at that time that the British army had lost a battle.
For real. That's what I'm saying.
And I mean, fucking Zulus. But I also saw a documentary some years back, probably about 15 years ago on PBS, ironically, where they were talking, they broke down that particular battle. And so the Zulus being trained by Shaka, they could trek over land barefoot because Shaka had made sure his troops developed their hardened their feet soles. So when they walked, they could walk over rocks, stuff like that, and they wouldn't feel it because their soles were so thick. Yeah. Then on top of that, their spears were about the blades are about 2 or 3 feet long, and the spears are shorter, so it's all blade. Their shields were made of a type of a fauna skin. I'm trying to remember what it was.
Yeah, it was like buffalo skin, wasn't it? Or something. Obviously not buffalo skin, but it was some kind of cow skin.
But it was hard to penetrate. And then the kicker on top of that, all Zulus before going into battle took a form of cannabis that dulled their pain receptors. So these Zulus were taking shots from repeater rifles. And I mean, you would see it was Zulus taking 5 or 6 shots from a rifle and still killing motherfuckers because they couldn't feel the bullets.
Yeah.
So
and at the time as well, World Breaker, the Brits only had the one repeater carbine, I think.
Right.
It was one bullet in, cop bang.
Yeah, muzzle loader.
Right.
Yeah. Basically, it wasn't a musket, Mike. It was a bullet. It was a carbine. It was a put one bullet in, cock it, bang.
Right.
Cock it again, another bullet.
They didn't have a magazine for it. They just pop it.
One of them?
Yeah.
They
one of the first repeater rifles, in fact, I believe. So it actually was a good gun.
They probably actually gave them to certain people too.
No, 300 motherfuckers had that gun that day. They didn't help them.
Yeah, they did, Mike. The whole he's right. Right what he's saying. Yeah,
the whole regiment was.
So they put this said a special regiment out there then.
And they had cannons as well, World Breaker.
Yep, they did.
They had cannons.
That didn't mean shit.
Yeah, they got wiped out.
Yeah, they got obliterated. And then that's when the British took the war seriously at that point.
Yeah,
and then over the course of the next few years, they put it down.
Because the first thing that they did was, they always deem people savages. They don't know nothing. Like even like you can ask BFTB. First thing you learn in training when you go into Iraq, they start to be like, oh, they this and they that, they dumb and this and that third. That dude said they dumb. I'm like, but how many of us die over there already?
Yeah, that's and that's part of that nationalism, patriotic hate bullshit. Make your enemy seem like they're savages, ignorant. Listen, there's a reason why it took 400 years to penetrate Africa from Europe.
Y'all want to hear something really disgusting?
What's that?
So, like, they stop you off in Kuwait first. So everything you had to stay in tents, and particularly our trip didn't have no AC. So we were screwed out there for about a week, and then we just got out of there because we ended up getting a hitch. And we just got up out of there. We ended up leaving because we were sweating day and night. People was passing out, and then because they weren't. Some people were just weak and wasn't acclimated to it, right? And so I got to go to the bathroom. So I go to the bathroom. They're like trailers, and some of them are single, but they're like imagine a single trailer with a whole bunch of stalls in it. You walk in, there's showers and everything in there. But the the single bathrooms, when you walk in there, all you see is nigger, nigger, nigger written everywhere. In every single last one of them.
Hey guys, I'll be right back.
In every single last one of them. So yeah, I can see why they lost that, because it's just a mentality that it's a supremacy about it, and the mindset that they put people through to make somebody think that they're better than somebody else, but they're not.
No, that's what they call like the Iraqis and
Oh, I got a couple white people saying it, calling them saying niggas. Like I call
that's what
like,
I'm
man,
saying.
what the fuck you mean? Like, you think you better than that person? I was like, hey, you ain't better than nobody else. You know, I don't care what faith they rock or if they're a terrorist or not. It don't make you.
Mike, have you got bad racism in your armed forces?
Let me tell you something. There is people that just don't like black people. I tell you that.
Yeah.
That's honestly, Lowe's. That's kind of like everywhere here, bro. In America, I mean, like I'm pretty sure they have like you have a little bit of that, or you have some of that in the UK.
Now let's get back to boxing. Let's get back to boxing.
No, just quickly though, just quickly. I tell you what.
Hold up. Breaking news. Canelo Alvarez and Danny Jacobs come to blows at the weigh-in after a headbutt.
Nice.
Wow.
Yo, I think I might get the zone this month, bro.
No, but Alpha Play, because me and you speak behind the scene like me and Mike do. I listen to all you lot. I listen to all you lot over there in America, and I listen to World Breaker. I listen to all you lot, and to me it seems like I don't mean to sound funny, but I am sort of glad I do live over here, man, because I wouldn't. The amount of shit what you lot get over there, it seems to me like a very, very racist country. Whereas,
it is. No, go ahead.
Like this country years ago used to be like that, but this country is very multicultural now. So there is racism in this country, of course there is, but at a very, very, very low end. Even in like the places where there's no black people.
What'd you say?
You know.
Now, I was like, in New York has like is very multicultural too. Like where I'm from, Sunset Park, like especially like my area like of Sunset Park, which is like 45th and 6th Avenue. Like it's one of the only areas like from 6th Avenue to going down to 8th Avenue where there's actually like black cats. But Sunset Park used to be like the biggest like Puerto Rican neighborhood. And I'm Puerto Rican too. But
I know that, bro.
Yeah, but as far as like nationalities, like it's mostly like Latin cats in Sunset. But I used to always like think like, yo, like the cops and whatnot, like they used to hate on us more because I like because we were like the majority there. But that was like more ignorantly, like. But now as a whole, like here in the States, whatnot, like they definitely hate more like black cats here in America. I'm seeing that more as I get older too. You know what I'm saying? Like fucking or I saw that more like as I hit my my 30s. But honestly, I try to operate outside of that shit, man. Like fucking because I like when the Muskers will like fuck with like people on my block and whatnot. Like people would like bitch at them or like curse at them, and I used to always think like, yo, I don't even want these dudes like to see me. Like I don't want like I don't want them to think of my
No, I'm sorry. I was reading Michael's news break. He said that Canelo and Danny Jacobs came to blows at the weigh-in after a hit, but who got the better of the exchange is what I was wondering.
Oh, nobody swung. It was just Canelo tried to overexert his will and put his head on Danny Jacobs, and Danny Jacobs just dipped down and gave him and put his head back on him. He didn't. It wasn't nothing too serious. It was just they ready to fight. You can't put two bulls. You can't put two bulls, two hungry ass lions in the cage and think everything's just gonna be sweet.
Well, we shall see. We'll see if Danny got that bull in him for real.
I think Canelo will win that on points. Me personally,
there was no head. Hey, Mike Hennigan, there was no head, but they just rest their head on each other, and Canelo was trying to push him. And
I'm watching it on.
You got World Breaker.
What'd you say?
You got winning that fight tomorrow, bro.
I mean, I'm gonna go with the stats. The stats say the refs on Canelo's side. I'm gonna go Canelo, but I wouldn't be surprised if Danny Jacobs knocks out Canelo.
Yo, let me ask y'all something though. Do you think Canelo ever faced anybody who punched harder than Danny Jacobs?
Nope.
Me neither.
No.
And I think they might have made a mistake. But again, I've maintained this since I heard the announcement of this fight. The only thing that hurts Danny Jacobs is his mindset. If his mindset is right, Canelo doesn't win this fight.
Yeah. I think Danny Jacobs' mindset been fucked up for like 2 or 3 years.
The thing is though, Alpha player, it's like Callie said today. Who was the Polish guy who Danny Jacobs fought just before he won the IBF title? Somebody beginning with P or something.
Yeah.
P something or something. Some Polish guy. And he struggled against him.
But that guy's good though. Huh?
Talk about Saluki or Selecki?
I think it was Selecki.
Selecki, that's it.
Yeah.
I don't know why I just said P, but must have meant Polish. Yeah, he struggled against that Selecki, I thought. But then he was all right against the other guy who he took the title from, who he won the title for. Was that a vacated title? The IBF? Or was that guy the champion?
With the Polish guy or with the other guy?
No. I'm saying he fought the Polish guy, didn't he? And he struggled against him. And then he fought for the IBF after. Was the IBF vacated?
The one right here.
Was it a vacated belt?
I think it may have been.
I guess.
Yeah, I think it may have been vacated at that time.
Yeah, I think he was. Is that right, World Breaker?
I think he just dipped off like for a few minutes.
All right.
Yeah, man, but
was it Mike?
I don't got no. I ain't picked nobody yet, man, for this fight, man. It's just like, when you look at both records and who they fought and stuff like that, it's just like this might. All I gotta say is this: for the amount of money that the zone put up for Canelo, they better hope he don't lose.
But honestly, bro, speaking on the paradigm of all these fights that are happening now, bro, there's a good fight, bro. Like fucking on. And
the reason why I say that as well is, even if he loses, it still makes the rematch bigger. But if you see the WBC's favoritism of Canelo, like they made a Mayan belt and they paraded Canelo around, giving them all, giving them kind of awards and stuff like that. It's just like, and then the refs now, and I think if you ain't gonna hit these weight restrictions and all this stuff and these catch weight and all this stuff, at least hit it to where like you can't have favoritism when it comes to the refs. Like you can't pick the same refs over and over again, like for favoritism purposes, to counteract the favoritism purposes. So in this fight, if you keep picking these same refs, and the next two fights, you can't pick the same refs. Like you got to pick somebody else. I mean, judges. Sorry, you got to pick somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Because when it comes down to it, if you're allowing fighters to have everything on their side coming into the fight, you know what I'm saying, from the refs to the gloves, to the ring interests who comes in and you know what kind of, you know, you gotta at some point the things that matter, you know, with the size of the gloves, with the size of the gloves, the ref, and the judges. Something got to happen, man. Something in the weight.
Hey, brothers, I got to cut out, man. I'm gonna holler at y'all later, man.
Hey, World Breaker, man. Thanks for stopping by, man. I appreciate you for stopping by.
Hey, no problem, man. I'm gonna do this again with y'all, man, here real soon, man.
Oh, peace, Big Breaker, man.
Hey, man. Peace to y'all,
well, too, man. Too.
Y'all have a good rest of the evening. I might do another live stream tonight. I might do a Ray Charles live stream, some shit y'all can't see.
But, yeah, feel better too, man. Drink some whiskey, bro.
She give me one.
Shit, I'm on that water. Everybody know the same. Shit, I'm tripping. I'm out.
And you sing like your brother. You sing like your brother, bro. What the fuck?
Nah, I can't sing at all. My brother's the singer.
That kind of sounds good.
I can't imitate singers, but shit, I can actually do a decent Ray Charles and shit. I'll do that later.
We're gonna go ahead and make a country song real quick.
Shit.
Yo, World Breaker too, man. You gotta hit us.
You said what?
Story, man. Like, cause I missed it. What? The Red Blood Club story.
I'll do that again.
Yeah, but I missed it entirely, man. I try to go back and like recoup it. I couldn't find it.
Yeah, I don't know which one I did that on, but that Red Blood Club. I'm gonna probably do that on Patreon so I can tell it without.
Yo, World Breaker, I just signed up to your Patreon, bro.
Yeah, I saw that. I appreciate you and Michael signing up to the Patreon.
Yeah, you're all right, brother. You're all right.
Yeah, we're gonna start pulling off this YouTube shit, man. I'm gonna still do YouTube, but YouTube is surgically striking us.
Man, they're striking everybody.
Yeah. And it's all the Ldbc brothers. Blood, 7-8.
Farrakhan just got it too.
Who just got it?
Joking.
Farrakhan, he got kicked off of YouTube and Facebook.
Who
Twitter. Louis Farrakhan, Alex Jones. Yeah, I was just like, dang. I was like, okay, but
I don't think that's a coincidence either, bro.
But you know what I was thinking, man? Is like when all these people making apps and stuff like that, you know, with the Ldbc app, you can still put the AdSense link onto there to where you still get AdSense.
Yeah, Mike got 9 dislikes in this motherfucker.
Damn, I do. Man, what the fuck?
I'm gonna go off and come back on.
Man, that was World Breaker's fault. I got 9 dislikes. I'm joking.
Yeah.
You got 9. Wow.
Nah, and before you dip off, World Breaker, I don't mean to hold you up, man, but deadass, you were the first like big channel to let me come on, bro. Like literally the first actually on a Sunday morning. Fucking and I appreciate that because I fucking I think I caught like 15 subs off that too. I had like 0 subs at that time. But good looking out, man. Like you ain't have to let me through.
L4 player. Do you know what you need to do, bro? You need to make videos, man. I keep telling you that, bro.
Yeah,
I know you're busy, bro, because you got
I'm mad busy,
house
bro,
and all that. I know that, bro.
Yeah, bro. That. Look at the fucking disaster I'm living in, like fucking.
I know that, bro. I seen the picture you put on Hangouts the other day.
Yeah, bro. Fucking nah, but like
flood.
I'm sorry.
You had a flood.
No, I'm redoing my ceiling, but I'm doing that shit on the cheap. Like I'm trying to do that shit on my own with my brother.
I be trying, but that shit don't work out for me too much. I always get the complaints and shit. I'm like, guess I gotta pay.
Yeah, I don't fuck with drywall.
Yeah,
all right, guys, I gotta run, but I'm gonna probably do one here a little bit later. I'm gonna catch up with y'all.
Yeah, if you do, I'll be there, baby.
Salute, World Breaker.
All right, man.
Bro. Stay up, baby. Good looking out for coming through, bro.
All right, man. I'm gonna holler at y'all later. Peace.
Salute,
later, bro. Yo,
yeah,
Michael.
Yeah.
We pulling in a fucking little all-star cast today, bro. What the fuck, bro? We on the come up, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Been a great live stream,
man. Moving up in the world, bro.
You know? Hey, but check this out though, man. Like I was saying, with those apps, man, if we could figure out how to get an app and you can watch the live streams and stuff like that, and then it can either pull off Twitch or something like that with the Ldbc app, because the way I put it is YouTube is cool and all that stuff, and you could still get notifications on the app when people go live and stuff like that. But then you won't have any restrictions. You know what I'm saying? You won't have any restrictions. You can still get the AdSense and stuff like that. It's just the YouTube won't get none of it. You know what I'm saying? And
Yo, Mike,
Mhm.
my bad. Could you explain monetization like to me? Because I don't know what that like. What happens like when you lose your monetization? Like
you just don't make no money.
I see.
You just don't make no money off of your videos and stuff like that. And so basically, if I was monetized, like my money would go towards my semi-pro football team as far as with jerseys and and renting vehicles to get us back and forth to games and stuff like that. And then not only that, off season, because it snows out here in Michigan a lot and it gets really cold outside, renting indoor facilities. Right now for the indoor facility, you know, because of how much it costs to run a semi-pro football team, which is $7,000 a year. Um, we, you know, each player got to pay $10 to come up in there. Now, you know, if you can't pay, you know, there's, you know, it's just you can't pay, but you can still come. You know, but me on my summer football team, I probably spent like $600 on helmets and updated helmets. Hey, BFTB, what's happening? Ain't nothing much, man. You know, us dorks up in here, we chilling, man. You know, nerd alert. We up in here chilling.
Jersey's finest. What up, fool? Peace, Giannis. Peace, BFTV. Nah, but why you think they're gunning after cats like that though? Like as far as like within our ranks, because like the only dudes I've heard outside of this,
well,
like have been
tell you the truth.
These extremist cats.
I'm not gonna lie. I think really, to tell you the truth, it's the amount of traffic he gets and the amount of money that he pulls in through his stream that he's at a higher visibility than a lot of these other channels. You know, but I don't really necessarily think off of what I see from his channel that it was warranted. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm not. But remember, it's not an individual. It's at least two cats from amongst us that fucking.
We know
got
Blood got
upon.
it. You know, I don't think Fanon got it yet. And that's why he tries to. And remember, at one point, even World Breaker was kind of like, "Nah, man, you can't be doing that. I gotta delete this video," and he had deleted his videos and stuff like that on purpose because, you know, it's not how you feel about it. It's not your definition about it. It's about their definition on when they feel like they want to get you. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So he probably did something like 6 months, a year ago, 2 years ago, and somebody finally got him for it. You know what I'm saying? It's just like me. If my channel was to be monetized right now, if they wanted to, they can get me back for playing videos and music, you know, a year ago. You know what I'm saying? But he on a different level than a lot of people, and so it kind of does feel like we are being attacked.
It is.
You know, and then you got T Street out there saying that he knew about it. Nigga, you didn't know about it. Stop lying.
T Street's a herb, bro. I'm telling that dude's a
you
dick rider,
didn't see
bro.
it coming. You didn't know nothing about it. I mean, BFTB, I don't know, man. Canelo, he might. I mean, he's a strong fighter. I mean, he got some spunk behind them things. But man, I can't call it, man. I looked at Danny Jacobs, look at Canelo, and for some odd reason, I cannot call it. I don't know. I don't know why. I just can't do it. I just can't put a finger on. I can't even put a finger on why I can't do it. It's just like I don't know if it's me being able to break it down. Both fighters' defenses, both fighters' offense, footwork, and all that stuff. It's just like, man, I can't call it. And I bet a lot of these bookies can't even call it. They're just trying to make sure they make some money off of it.
I think Canelo wins, but I don't. He may not knock Duke out, man, because like Duke, I think Duke is the hardest dude that Canelo fought. But I don't think Danny Jacobs is gonna win the fight. Is what I'm saying.
I ain't gonna bet on that because I already put $300 on Ford today. So
what?
On some Ford stock.
Oh, yeah. I won like big money on one fight, man, and then like back to back, I lost money on 2 fights. And I stopped betting on boxing, man. I stopped betting. Period.
Well, I don't really like to bet on fights. In the casino is different, but on fights, I just can't do it, dog. I mean, it's just I can't see losing that money and stuff like that. Just can't do it.
Mike, I'm gonna drop off, bro.
Bye, Felipe.
Thanks, sir. 7-8's about come on, isn't he?
He said 8 o'clock. Let's look. Hey, BFTB, man, you see 78 posted. Blue Blood posted this right here. BFTB, he posted this right here. The way in, there was a little scuffle. It wasn't nobody swung or nothing. It was just a little scuffle. Let's see.
Yo, Load, hit me up tomorrow too, man. Like on the side.
Yeah, you know what? We about to get off that 78 on.
Yeah, I will do, my brother. Mike, thanks for having me on.
Yeah.
It's been a pleasure. Foul play. I'll speak to you tomorrow, my brother.
I keep telling
Thanks
you,
for coming. Thanks for coming through, bro.
To stop saying thank you.
No, but that's what we do over here. We're polite people.
You're the man of the hour, my friend. We're riding with you, bro.
Y'all got me 9 dislikes.
We're riding with you, bro. That was you that got you the dislikes. Fucking you tearing AJ up.
All right, y'all. We up out, man.
It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, shout out.
I'll see you in 7-8, bro.
Yeah, I'm being 78.
Yeah, shout out to everybody that came through. 78 came through today. World Breaker came through today. We had BFCB in the chat room today with us. Fucking Jersey's Jersey's biggest villain. Fucking King Louis was talking with us. Kingsley Thompson, the man, the other man of the hour, Los Dawkins, the pimpin'. Fucking
YouTube, my brother.
And the man of the hour, Michael Johnson, boxing, talking more, man. Make sure you subscribe to him. Make sure you subscribe to Los Dawkins, the B too, please.
You too.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep drinking.
I'm Michael Johnson. Yeah, I just pulled me one out of the fridge now, a cold one.
Yeah, I got one in the freezer, man.
All right, y'all, we getting up out of here, man. Y'all go on over there to 78. So on that note, shout outs to the LDBC and everybody stay sucker free.
Peace.
Peace.